What's up, everybody? Brad here with Pro Tabletop. I've got two special guests with me here today. The one and the only Mark Perry from down south, the Warhammer squad. And over here we've got Mr. Daniel Hesters, the Alpha Strike squad. So, this is different, right? We've got two very top players. What are your guys' ranks right now? Do you even know?
11th right now?
11th? 3, I think.
Whoa, you dropped!
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of happened.
Okay, well, I'm going to pretend.
Like people that are single and don't have kids and stuff like that. So, you know.
Woo! The shots are starting early here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give each of you the mics. We're going to go over your guys' lists. Then we're going to do deployment and stuff. They already picked the mission. They're doing mission 1. And then after the deployments and picking the secondaries, we've got a big announcement with Mr. Mark Perry. So we'll get on mic after deployment. So stick around. So let's go over their list. Who wants to start? All right, Mark's going to start.
I gotta talk about my weird shit here, okay?
You take the mic.
I don't.
Just like hold it like.
Gotta be all professional now.
Closer to
You
your
right?
mouth.
Closer to
A
my
little
mouth.
farther, yeah.
See.
Right there.
Don't put it in the beard. Just no beard shots. So I got a dual battalion with a auxiliary for Airmon. Yes. Nurgle Demon Battalion with 2 Pox Springers. They're both going to have Miasma for the day. Not Miasma. Strong list. Both Virulent Blessing. 3 units of 5 Nurglings. Absolutely. Give it to me. I can get some more. That's fine. Then I have a battalion of Death Guard. The Typhus, the Demon Prince with Wings, and the Subtling Plate with the Warlord for reroll wounds for plague weapons. Then I have 10 Poxwalkers, 17 Plague Marine, Champion, 12 dudes with knives, 2 with frails, 2 with the mace and axe. And then I have 16 Possessed, 3 Foul Blight Spawn, a Tally Man, and the Grenade Dude. I can never pronounce his name. Pretty simple, easy, tricky stuff.
I know nothing about that list, so on to you, Mr. Iron Hands.
All right, so I'm going to try to do this with the FAQ in play and everything. So, a little different. Kind of mixed up the list a little bit. I got 2 Chaplain Dreadnoughts, 1 Shooty with the twin las cannon, which I probably won't ever use against Mark here. 1 Fighty Dreadnought, so he'll probably see some action. I have a battalion with 2 Infiltrator squads and a Scout squad. I have a Supreme Command with 2 Librarians on bike. You want to go over powers and all that? Or did you go? Okay. Okay. And I also have a Lieutenant, Primaris Lieutenant, a Primaris Captain, and a Repulsor Executioner, and Leviathan, and Thunderfire Cannon in a Spearhead section. So 3 detachments, 10 command points. So a little bit of fighty/shooty. So hopefully we can get in combat and see how that goes and turn it out.
So you just played in a tournament this weekend, and you played Iron Hands as well. Now you're going, post FAQ. How does that affect your play style and everything with Iron Hands? Are they still as good? What are your thoughts on how they perform it?
For me, it's a lot of change, to be honest. I was using a lot of the different stratagems, and even the Iron Father. He's completely different now. He's changed. Right now, he's basically he's a Tech Marine, expensive Tech Marine for me, as the 5-up will hardly ever come into play. The Repulsor against people that have more shooting than Mark probably does today. It's going to be tricky. I've lost it most games turn 1, even hiding it. Even with the 5-up, it's been pretty durable, but it's had its chance to leave, and I'm interested to see how that happens without the 5-up. Outside of that, not a whole lot of changes to this list here that I had on standby and I wanted to try. So try new things, see if Mark can push me in here. And so this is one of my favorite opponents ever. So this is a great thing to be here and play him. So, but I do have a winning record, so I'll just gloat for a second.
You guys have a winning record against me currently.
Okay.
I tend to solve that today. I'm coming for him. I'll be ready.
All right, so let's get into seeing who's higher seed, lower seed, deployment, everything like that. then we got Mark's announcement coming up, so keep watching. Go. All right, so going into some deployment here. I'll walk you guys through it so we don't F this up, okay?
I don't know how to play it. What are we doing again?
Well, this is called Warhammer 40,000. Is a tactical, strategic, tabletop, turn-based game.
A channel mostly for competitive players from amateur level to like I want to do stuff, novice players that want to get into the game that on the more competitive edge, and then we have those ones that we want to make sure that there's content for the more competitive top-notch players. Are like, this isn't educational. This is like we're doing competitive things and we're talking about it, and that's cool because like there's not a lot of content for established competitive players to digest. If it's not more educational for telling us stuff that we already know half the times. So that's something more of like what we want to do. So yeah,
Cool. So you heard it here first. Obviously, you know, anybody who, you know, has any of their doubts in us, man, it's just like one of those things like, didn't we say this is what we were trying to do? We said we were trying to bring esports to the tabletop. This is obviously the first big step to making that happen. Hopefully more organizations, more companies and stuff are going to start to get involved. Obviously, we apologize for the audio issues that we're having today. It happens with computers, it happens with stuff. There's nothing you can do about it. We deal with this stuff on a daily basis. Just got to work through it. It happens again. Probably just going to kill the audio. We'll figure out a way to work around it. But for right now, that's the announcement. Is there anything else you want to say before you get your game going?
I'm ready for the memes. Blink. Is it still going on? Oh God.
All right. He wants you to meme him, do all the things. Give him a huge congrats. And him and Richard, obviously, they're picked up by Obey. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to be wanted for a lot of interviews on podcasts and stuff in this upcoming week now.
Yeah.
So don't have anything else scheduled. All right, let's get into this game then.
Right. Go.
All right, go do your things.
All right, you got first turn, my friend.
Just don't hit play because it'll play audio back on itself. But yeah, you're good. All right, everybody. Hopefully those audio issues are fixed out for the remainder of the night. Thank you for sticking through that with us. Give me some big F6s in chat.
All you, man.
Feels bad, man. I know. Well, yeah, you guys can go. Start your clocks.
Start that clock.
You can move this out of your guys' way unless you need it.
Get off my table. So
While they're going, obviously we have tons of sponsors. You guys might have seen them in the rotators and stuff like that. I'll give a shout out to a couple of the new ones we got coming into this week. We brought on board Pop Goes the Monkey. If you're not familiar with them, they 3D print a lot of cool stuff. You need some shoulder pads, some insignias, anything to make your guys look really neat and cool. Make sure to go to popgoesthemonkey.com. Obviously, another one we picked up was a Secret Weapon Miniatures. So Secret Weapon Miniatures,
4 inches tall rate or something.
they got everything you can need to up your hobby game. So go check out their website. If you don't use them already, if you do, let us know in chat. What do you use from them? What products? They kind of let you guys know what they're going to be sponsoring for us at the event. Pop Goes the Monkey is going to be doing the Best Sport Award at the Atlanta Open. So there's $500 cash on the line for that. And then Secret Weapon Miniatures, they're supplying some stuff for the goodie bags of all the attendees.
Yeah.
And then we also have a full table, one of their like plastic or resin tables that we're going to be giving away to, I guess, the award as of right now, we're calling it like the best loser or like the best of the worst. I don't know what the exact name is going to be for it yet, but basically the person that sticks around all weekend with the lowest battle points is going to see an awesome award. So not only does the best, you know, walk away with something, but everybody for coming and sticking around and hanging out and having a good old event. The Army Painter. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Adam Abramowitz and the Army Painter.
Battle boy.
So they're jumping on board with us. They're going to be sponsoring the whole painting competition and everything like that. Working out the details, let you guys know, and we know exactly what those prizes are going to be, but they will be doing the painting competition for our event. Some of the other companies that you guys might have heard us talk about, we got our mats. So we got this awesome mat that they're playing. It's got the deployment zones. It's got the 1x1 grid and everything. Frontline Gaming came through, they, you know, helping us out. get these mats made. They are available to purchase right now, so up your game and everything like that. Practice for our events by doing that. If you want to get the terrain and not make your own, Tectonic Studios, and the link for that is going to be down below the video. You can pick up a terrain set. They have several different kind of tiers, from less detail to more detail and things like that. And then 3D6 Wargaming, one of my favorite things is the big neoprene objective markers. And then they've also got like measuring tools that they're working on. If you need any like measuring things made out of like acrylic, so we've got ones that are for flyer bases, 9-inch, 6-inch, 3-inch, 2-inch, 1-inch. And he doesn't have any of those on the site yet. You could email them. They can get you custom club ones and stuff like that if you want to rep some of the pro tabletop. You know, always encouraged. So definitely hit up all of these awesome sponsors, making everything look pretty, wonderful, making all the play way more accurate and easier and faster for us to be able to do here when the competition is getting spicy. Some other local sponsors that we're working with, we got Blue Whale Studios. Blue Whale Studios does lots of cosplay, makeup, props, things like that. They do stuff for huge companies out there. If you're looking at anything to up your cosplay game, some custom trophies, anything like that, they're definitely an awesome company to check out. And then if you are local in the Atlanta area, we got our boys over at RS Andrews helping us out with all of our household needs, from plumbing, heating, to cooling. They are one of our deepest friends and longtime supporters for other adventures, and we are glad to have them on board. So if you have any house problems as the winter is coming with heating or anything like that, make sure to hit up RS Andrews, hit us up. Hit us up. If you need help getting in touch with them or anything like that.
This guy,
Again,
this guy.
this stuff could not happen without our sponsors. Definitely could not. Now that I've done my plugs for the beginning portion of the stream, we'll see what's going on over here on the table. Hopefully Thomas and Damien will be joining us shortly. Now they're both coming from busy, long schedules and everything like that.
Yeah, Thomas is not going to be able to probably make the stream today.
Yeah,
He had to work in South,
gotcha.
pretty far away. I think Damien will be en route.
Yeah, I think Damien said he'll be here in between 5 or 5.
Till then, everybody's going to have to suffer through the B team.
Yeah, we are not the A team when it comes to talking about this and casting it or anything like that, but
Yeah, the best accent you're going to get from me is Hillbilly, Alabama.
but it's okay. It's Casual Mondays, right, Price?
Casual Monday.
Casual Mondays.
The place you go to lose $5,000.
How not to win.
How not to win.
Well, that was only when we were playing. Now with these guys, I don't know if that's the case.
So if we were really jerks, we could ask Daniel about his tournament this weekend, where he went 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
Like he won 4 games, or
He
lost
won 4 games and only lost 1 game, just
Okay.
barely.
So Daniel did good this weekend. He's focused. He's in the zone. I'll bug him when it's not his movement phase. He did play Iron Hands. Did you play the same list this weekend, or did you change it a little?
A little bit different.
Change it a little.
Yeah, I had a different dread in here.
Yeah, this is Daniel's first game with Iron Hands 2.0.
Yeah. That's probably one of the first times that anybody has ever seen Iron Hands after the FAQ, because most of the tournaments that would happen this weekend were pre-FAQ.
Good old Angley, stirring the
There's a few
pot.
that weren't, but I think one was in Europe, like the Glasshammer Open was.
Hey,
And they're doing ETC missions.
somebody in the chat
Okay.
asked you about that one loss, though.
Yeah, Mad Dog Dangley. He wants to know about that one loss you had. He said,
Can you take care of him?
Daniel's focused.
Just let him know that when I talk about on podcast, everyone should start using a clock.
Boy.
That
"That's funny.
you should definitely
That's
use a
that's
clock.
funny. I don't see a clock on this table."
There's one right there.
Right here.
To be fair.
Just kidding. That's right. Lost a Little Red. Chris Powell with his comeback from a semi-retirement.
When Warzone Atlanta, take break, come back later.
No, we're talking about Little Red.
Oh,
Not
Little
Big Red.
We talking about Chris?
Chris. Yeah, Little Chris.
So in case anybody is wondering, Mark Perry is playing in bare feet.
I mean, yeah. I do it for everything.
Mark
Do you
Perry
always play
is
bare
really a wolfen.
Yes.
Oh, so he's a human,
Yes.
a wolfen.
He has the
Okay.
let's see here. I'll do this first.
Mark, take a step back, Mark.
This one. This
Take a
one.
step back.
Step back.
Step back.
There it is.
No, too much.
No, too much.
Stay on the
Stand on the
pad.
mat. Stand on the
Stand
mat.
on the mat. Okay, I see it now.
There you go, very deep.
You guys are ridiculous. Okay, there's Bearkey.
5 plus mortal
dancing.
wounds,
He's loving
6
it.
inch from him.
I got some beautiful calves. Let's go ahead.
Who do you guys think is gonna win in chat?
Over here.
Give us your thoughts.
goes
What do we got here?
He's going to do the plus.
Gonna be Daniel or Mark?
Yeah.
Daniel with the iron hands.
and
Mark
then
Perry
I'm going to do
with
in the shooting
the-
phase.
I don't know. What is that? What is that
2 plus
considered? Just
ballistic skill
demon
here.
death guard? I
Just because.
don't know what it's even
Reroll
considered.
protocol.
It's
I
right?
bet you.
it's a
I bet
chaos
you.
list.
I bet you. I didn't even
Failed
fill
hit,
that out on the
miss, and
scoreboard,
damage
did I?
check.
What does
Okay.
it say he's playing right now? It says he's playing Iron Hands. Let me update. Whoops.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yes,
do,
this is not Iron Hands versus
second
Iron
phase.
Hands.
Did I press the second phase?
Second phase.
Save.
All right,
Oh,
so
that
he's
should be
going to do.
fixed. There we go. Now it's fixed.
He's going to do.
It's just one of those things where
Battle
these
time.
Mondays are very casual, they're very stream oriented. We want to focus on you guys watching and everything like that, having a good time.
Goes off on
When
a
we
set.
get to our big tournaments and
Go ahead.
everything, we
I have
button
no way to
everything up.
stop you, so-
Listen,
Become
Mark,
very
enough,
professional.
Gerald.
we know
So
you
you
have a
just have
foot
to-
fetish.
Hit the ground.
I was on there just for you.
Null zone on
I actually don't know who you are, so
himself. Goes off on a 7.
hopefully that made you laugh.
All right, so he's doing some psychic powers. What'd you just get off?
Null zone and
Null
veil
zone.
of time.
Null zone and Veil of Time go off for
Yep.
Daniel.
I'm going to do Might of Heroes.
Might of Heroes.
On this
Also
unit here.
the Executioner.
Does not go off.
Not quite.
Nope.
I will spend a CP.
I'm gonna CP that. See if it goes off.
Does not go off.
Not.
Twos followed by twos.
Yep.
What do you have for teaching?
7, sir.
7 and Mark is 10. Is it updating?
Did you get it?
Stupid ass thing. I'd have to get it.
Probably in the building. That's why the technology
Mark's at
doesn't work.
10.
Let me know if you got
Daniel's
it.
at 7.
I'm like anti Skynet. What? You didn't hear that Skynet?
Right. Then I'm going to do Psychic Fortress.
Okay.
Over here. Goes off and I do perils.
Do you want to keep that?
I've already re-rolled, so yes, I have to.
I'm spinning a CP. Make your peril on 2d free.
Okay.
Probably not gonna kill you.
Mark went down.
So
So
3, 4.
4. You gotta make 1/6 up.
And
Is it a
no,
Primaris?
I have 5 up, feel no pains towards mortal wounds.
Okay.
And I
Take what I
save
can
2,
get.
so I take 2.
Cool.
But it does ultimate force go off.
Yep.
You guys hear them okay? We got a different mic setup going on for the table mics. If you guys have any issues hearing them, I get better than past weeks. We had lavs in the past week. We're trying some
Alright, here
shotgun
we
mics so we don't have to lob the players up. See, and,
3 wounds
so we're
left.
testing a lot of stuff. So when our tournament comes around,
Psychic, done,
we got
done.
the setup kind of
Yep.
Shooting
online.
phase go.
The upside is you get a nice, clean sound. The downside is you can hear them if they fart.
Sure. Very true. Very true.
Where we at?
And obviously, the next tournament that we'll be streaming is going to be Warzone Atlanta.
Shell.
Price, give us a little.
On what unit?
What do you want to know
Whatever
about
the
Warzone?
possession-
I don't know, man.
Possessed?
How many
Gotcha.
players are there?
Well,
Where's
I
it
just
at?
say
What you looking?
commercial.
What's it looking
Right,
like?
right.
Whenever
Whenever you
I fire.
shoot.
Correct.
Actually, I was working on the layout today for the hotel.
All right, here we go. Shooting phase.
We got, for the first
these
time ever,
cool kids
Warzone
here.
Atlanta has 10,000
We're
square
gonna be
foot
shooting,
ball room. So we're
these
going to have
are
the
going
majority of the
here.
players in one room, where in the past, just due to space limitations, we had to spread everyone out
One's in rapid
between
fire.
3 different rooms, which
Two's
creates a
in
lot of
rapid
disconnect.
fire. That's it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2
And so
guys in there.
we're going to get everybody in,
2
maintain that
guys in
same
there,
presence
guys
where
on
no
the-
2 tables touch,
1, 2,
the
3
servers,
over
the
here.
drinks, the whole 9 yards.
2,
And then it's
auto-
going to be a good
auto
experience.
Yep. Good 5
And
wounds.
5 wounds. Yep.
5 ups, followed by 5 ups.
Actually, speaking of other tournaments, SoCal Open's coming up, and which is huge event out on the West Coast, and they have nearly an unlimited amount of
One wound
space,
over there.
from what I've heard, and some of the local guys are going to be flying out there. Today is actually the list submission
go.
deadline. Either today or yesterday was the list submission deadline for SoCal Open. Some of the guys in the chat probably know.
Colin's
Um,
going out there, right?
Yeah, Colin Watts is going. Another guy named Joe is going. I'm not sure who else, but I've heard that is one of the premier events to go to, just from a location standpoint.
That's
the
like on
weather.
beach, isn't it?
It's almost like a destination event, which is super exciting. I mean, 40K has gone to such a new place from, like, even when I got started. The only events that you could go to really were just Adepticon, Nova, and your local RTTs. And now we're just overloaded. I mean, even today I was listening to a podcast on the way on here. forged a narrative. You know, Carter Leach, who's a Southeast guy who's putting on his Coastal Assault. It's going to be the weekend after Warzone. I mean, so many big events that people can attend to earn those points and, you know, practice their skills and just have a good time.
I'm gonna go Stubbers into these cool kids.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it's a good comment on the commentators
cannon
talking
here.
over
Yep.
the players.
Yep.
Right now he's choosing what he's going to shoot with his executioner. If he could pick anything up with it.
So here's
Yep.
that's on threes. Choose to win.
You're muted. You're muted. You're good.
So 3 at -1 in moments.
Damage of
1 damage each.
damage. Take one.
Alright, going for good.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like D3. D6.
Yeah, it's D6. It's on 3s, reroll, not, it's assault.
Oh, it's assault, not okay. 2 wounds. You're strength 4, right?
Strength 4, yep.
So
Oh,
choose
yeah,
one.
choose one, yep.
I'm a nerdling, so.
Keep remembering marine stuff there.
Right. Lose this guy.
Next thing I'm going to do is we'll go down here to the heavy vulture.
Yep.
Roll 1, 2 hits. 2
Two
wounds
wounds.
minus
5 up. Lose the wounds. Sound like the bird. Nope, Damien. Time to heavy.
There's the other one.
Yep.
Miss. Another one.
All right, catching up. What's going on over here? How's the executioner
These are 2
doing?
damage points.
Free.
This is big boy over here.
So I'm gonna lose one.
Oh, that got
damage.
you.
Okay. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is assures.
So Mark did a good job of hiding a lot of his stuff behind the ruin over there. Daniel tried to, move away from that so he won't be able to move and charge him
Now
too
I'm gonna
much
Thunderfire
in his
him.
next turn.
Okay.
So Daniel's going to try to pick up whatever he can that is out in the open.
I'm gonna Thunderfire our Tremor Shell, basically the
Possessed.
possessed.
Got you.
And Tremor Shell the Possessed, which is one of his marked for deaths as well.
7, 8, 9.
You're not spending the CP to shoot twice?
You do that after you shoot.
Kind of give you guys a quick update
Here's 9.
since Damien is here to join me.
Check.
Damien, say hello first.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages.
Strength
Damien
4
Owen
versus
here in the
tough 4,
house.
right?
So Damien, you
Yes,
missed
sir.
the
That was
announcement.
T4.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with it.
Go
Mark
ahead.
and Richard are the first players picked up by an esports
Picked up by
organization.
Obey.
Obey. Yep. We're celebrating that with the game.
So
Celebration.
-2, so currently at 1 up.
All
for train.
right.
I'm trying to say at force.
Let's
Losing
see.
a dude and a half.
Looks like we got, we're in round
It's
one.
one,
So
top of
rounds
one.
up to 4.
We're in the shooting phase for Daniel.
Okay. So Daniel went first as well?
Yeah, Daniel went first.
And I'm gonna shoot. Where's the Plague Marines at?
They're right here.
We got Dawn of War deployment.
Yep, Donald War. Yep, you got it.
This is mission 6.
9 shots again.
Mission 1.
Mission 1, yeah. So the holding for contestant 5 of the.
Um, is this chat live right here?
You're running on
Yeah.
force. Yep.
Yep.
I'm good.
Blue is down to 4 CP.
All right.
Not the German.
Alright,
No,
salt
we already
phase.
said it.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. How you doing
Here to there.
again?
at me.
So we got Angel of Flight in here. We got ATL Lupo. We got BCL Mike 53. Bizarre 40k Beast. Kind of weird. We got Kane 25. We got Captain Jim Jam. We got Commander Root.
Here's why it's not.
He's gonna attempt to charge.
We
in.
got Death
He has
Spiral
all
down 69. That is the favorite number of, anybody know? Certain show called The Office. Anybody know whose favorite number that is in The Office? Go ahead and let me know. Disflux, how you doing, buddy?
So I don't have to take any weird.
We got Do Not Eat Yellow Snow. Makes
You got
sense.
Smackins right there.
Yep.
Forest
And I don't have
56.
anything else.
Geo Hoff. We got Hellbrick and Host,
Away from the wall here.
host
Dreadnought.
Merrill, host Marathon, host
Our
Mirathon.
big number
Got
here.
it. Caldor TV.
big
We
enough.
got King Hats and
He's behind.
Lurks,
Yeah.
Mad Doc
Yeah, I think
Dangly,
so.
and Mike's Tabletop Dangly, and
Another 3. I would need at least.
Mob Rules John, and Blackburn 15, Naomi. How you
Yeah.
doing, buddy? Good to see you back again.
All right, I'm good. I'm gonna go
Got
over
Orc
here.
Party,
I guess,
we got Proverbs
and,
Angel Quiet.
Fight you over here and just try to see what I can do. Okay.
Gotcha, man. Yeah. 5.
I don't even
Five seconds,
RSE
come back.
crest. I'm just combining crest 82.
Hey.
We got Squat Lock. We got Steam, Streamlabs. We got the Jughead Maniac.
Oh, that's bad.
B&K
They're free damage,
Valerie,
right?
Yes.
5 up. I fail it.
Virgo Pros, and Wakabi and Zerban. It's good to have all you guys in there, man. Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Okay. I'll just go
You
ahead
guys are the
and
men and women.
Did you want to base both of them, right?
No.
Pro Tabletop, do they have a link to the
You don't wanna
channel
base-
they mentioned about
Yes,
the
we'll go
competitive content?
Okay, that one's already based.
Yep.
Okay.
This one's just gonna right here. Be point hair inches closer. By Fury. He's gonna go there.
All right.
See if my nerdlings can get some vengeance.
We got 1 and 8.
sixes.
Daniel has 1.
I can reroll ones. 2 wounds.
Okay.
Save and save.
Save and
Want me to
save.
change that or you got
Alright,
it?
this guy is now gonna base you.
Okay.
Bam. He is gonna go here. I don't think I can get far enough to track you though. Okay. I at least tried, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
I'll figure that
Do what?
I'll figure some way.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Okay.
enthusiasm.
Leadership.
Yep.
They cannot fail. They lost 1. They lost 2. I failed on a 6.
All right, everybody in chat, I'm gonna ask you again.
So you did not
Gain
kill,
us
but
1
you
viewer
rolled.
each.
Yep.
Oh,
You get to 50 viewers today, man. I'll do it. If we get to 50 viewers, I'll do a giveaway of something.
that's fantastic.
Maybe a
I'm feeling
terrain
good.
set,
Okay,
maybe a
swap
mat.
the
I don't
pocket.
know.
That's fine with
Something.
me. This foul bites
Something.
one's going to.
You guys get it?
A mat giveaway?
Maybe. I will give away a full
He's
terrain
gonna
set or a
go
mat. If we
9
get to
and
50
Holy
viewers.
balls.
Maybe we'll do both.
Who's this?
The foul bites one.
Okay.
So you can go 9.
Over here, I don't know if people can hear me, but you notice how Mark tried to track this new warsuit, this new convicted captain warsuit.
Give him your mic.
However, yeah, Damien is being stingy with the pipe.
He's
No,
sitting
but-
there,
Anyway.
just holding the mic, and then Price is like, I don't know if you can hear me, and Damien just sits there with the mic, like,
This
oh,
one's
that's
on
cool. I
advance.
don't really give a fuck, bro. I'm just gonna
5,
keep
10 inches.
holding the
So
mic to
anyway.
myself.
So Mark Perry he tries to trap this, but if you guys notice, we've gotten a lot of new models over the last 2-3
That's 9
years
inches right there.
from Games
That's
Workshop.
what Iron Man
And
needs to
this,
be if you want to
this
what time
base
to see.
size, and I don't know exactly what size
We're gonna spin the
warsuit comes
CP
on.
to trimmer
Maybe you
shell.
guys
I
in the
mean,
chat can tell us,
to
but
trimmer shell my own
He's gonna
unit.
trimmer
Mark
shell himself.
A lot of
literally can't
flies
tri
on
point
the-
that model with a
Do you mind
unit
if I
of
roll
3.
my CP?
Yeah, yeah,
And
go
so
ahead.
Daniel's going to be able to
Like,
fall
how
out
many
of
of them like
combat. Just because
I
he
think you
doesn't
had
down
have
to
you
four.
spent 1-3 games.
the 2-inch coherency. And that's just an interesting thing
Got it.
that sweetens the tech to take away.
Let's see if I get mine back.
If you want to try
I
to
do
trap
not.
a warsuit in
Mark me down
combat,
one.
you're going to need a
Yep.
durable
A
unit.
lot of flies on the plate
Or you're going to need a
blade.
lot of bodies to do it, so that you can withstand those
Yeah, make sure
number of
Airmon
attacks.
gets right
Because
here,
that
so I
thing
gotta
does
make a
punch
valley in
pretty
just a second.
D6 damage.
So five
and,
flies on the Plague Marines.
Or no, I'm sorry.
The
That
ones
one
that
doesn't
are,
have D6. The Redemptor has
the
the
front
D6,
side
but the
Yep.
Redemptor also
They're just
comes on
one
the
unit,
same
like
size
mine.
base.
Okay.
That one's a flat 3.
Yeah,
That's my
Which will
weird
pick
chaos
those nerdlings
stuff.
up, no problem.
right. Because you don't get your feel no pain against multi-damage weapons on those nerdlings. So, interesting.
What time to
Five
be
pistol
alive?
advance
It
very slowly.
is. It is a time
You'll
to be
advance
alive.
5 total inches.
Heavy pistol. Yeah, it also counts as a pistol. It's true.
Walk.
I will walk,
So you can
my
fire that.
friends.
You can fire that weapon in combat next round of his.
Hold there.
Which is interesting because then if he killed it in combat with just shooting, that means he could.
Grenade dude just gonna go
Yeah, it
right
doesn't
behind
really
him.
matter.
I got hold one. I did not get kill one.
Mark Perry in the house. We appreciate all you guys coming in here, and like Brad said, man, he wants to get you guys. If you guys can bring your friends in here, that'd be great. And we'll do a raffle giveaway, guys. We can get up to 50.
Excellent.
If we can get up to 50, we'll
Everyone
do
just has
a
a roll.
we'll do a
One
nice
has a
big
dance
old
roll.
giveaway.
So, Dislux, did you get your question answered, or did my bad accent make you think I
Nine
said
inches right down
tri-tipped
that
when
way.
I meant tri-pointed? Or maybe I did say tri-tipped.
They've already moved. Different shuffle. Tally man. Tally man just go there. That's fine.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Foxwalk units advancing.
They remind me of Avatar. That's what they remind me of. Suits those dudes wore in Avatar.
Oh, Disflux is in Atlanta. You going to come on down and you're going to have a game on the stream one time? Can you compete with these top-notch players?
I think he can do it.
I do too.
This is how not to win $5,000, so pretty much anybody can come in here and do just fine.
Over 9, so I gotta roll a 9. I can then try to trap that guy.
Are they advancing or not?
I have to roll a 9 if they move. They're not advancing. This unit right here is not gonna advance.
Filthy
He's
casual.
He is not
I'm just trying to figure out if
advancing.
it's worth it. 4 inches, 9.
Mark Perry thinking hard about his movement phase.
Can you tell me how far they are from those infiltrators, please?
Mark Perry has a lovely beard.
Little over 6. 6
Over 6.
6.5.
It's
I need to roll a 6.
I kind of want to put my face in it and just rub my face in it.
correct, sir.
I shaved my beard off, so I need to rub some other man's beard.
Could you really call that a beard that you had?
Yeah, it was a beard.
Was it really?
do you mean?
I gotta do one last thing.
It went from my ear to ear and then over
You
my
have
lip.
to take one possessive
under
on the
my-
objective.
Now
Chin.
you're just talking about someone's man parts.
Whoa.
I have to do it.
Family channel.
I can just take the demon prince. We will advance the demon prince. Okay.
That's fair.
That's fine. I don't see angles easily.
You're a filthy casual, Flux. The best kind of casual.
Let me see here.
You can be drunk at Warzone Atlanta in a few
So I
weeks,
have to do
eh?
the possessed. I have
Living
to
the
do that.
dream.
Otherwise, I just lose the demon prince.
Good for you, man. That's what they do. It's a big, huge freaking party at Warzone.
Go. 2 guys.
We're gonna get some action shots, some money shots, as they call it in the biz.
All right. So the most important power to go off actually is the warp time.
This is his most important power: is warp
It
time.
goes off.
It goes off.
That's 2 CP.
Yep.
Okay.
He is spending 2 CP to deny it because Iron Hands can do everything. Although it was, oh, what did we get?
CP.
He's spending another CP. It's 3 CP. He rolls a 2.
You roll it.
Oh, it turns into a 1. It goes off.
All right. I'll advance.
Mm.
Going enough inches.
He gets his warp time, advance, all that garbage off.
Check and make sure he's all within 9 except for
I'm gonna put
him.
my inner ear in.
Then, so I just want to make this guy's within 9 inches
Sir.
of all these dudes. I think that's good. Okay.
That's okay. I don't.
Let's see if I can do it there. All right, so check. Miasma on the possessed fails. Is that one for reroll?
That 2 CP.
Trying to think here. No, it's really not worth it.
Bryce.
My man.
All right, now I can. Now I'm tuned in,
I'll spend
big
a CP.
time.
It does go off on Miasma.
I mean, a big part of
Then I'm
this,
going to pull
these
up
Monday
the
night
strength and
streams
toughness
are,
of him.
I don't mean to talk over the players, but
They can't hear the players, man. The players don't have anything important to say.
Blades aren't anything that matters. I don't.
it's
I don't
but
think
it's
so.
a lot of there's a lot
So
of
don't
work that
think it's
goes
worth
into
the hurdles.
production.
It's true.
You know, and one of the things that everyone's trying to do is really
Okay.
bring the best
So-
possible experience
That humble phase is
to
done. We're
the
going into that
end
shooting
user.
phase.
You know, the people
sure.
are watching this. I mean,
Right.
we all love the hobby.
So he's
It's
shooting here.
about figuring out the
Because he
right
doesn't
way of
have everyone
presenting
in range.
the hobby to
Go ahead.
people
Jack.
in a way that's fun, exciting. You know, you can be engaged.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the.
And
true.
you know,
Chance,
earlier we had to restart the
Okay.
stream twice.
Roll the
when
check
we were
9, so it doesn't
here,
really matter. Number of
and
shots.
That just sucked. But you know, it
Real
also,
ones.
you know,
Real ones.
there's no
So
there's
you
no
got
success without
3 saves.
failure. Right.
Sure.
I mean, it's not going to be the first
You
time.
don't
It's
get
not going to be the last
minus
time.
3.
Sure.
Right.
And
So just reroll is
so
gonna be
it's
against
just
it.
you know, we appreciate everybody who's stuck around, put up with my the B team podcasting until Damien got here.
Nah, I don't know about that, dude.
Oh yeah.
But channel the spirit of Florida. Somebody tells you to channel the spirit of Florida, Mark.
No,
Where's
no,
the
no.
gator? Give me a gator.
No,
someone.
no. That's
Get me some gator.
He wants you to channel the spirit of the Florida man.
I'm not from Florida though.
You're from You're from Mississippi, right?
Louisiana, but mostly Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please don't tell him to
Mississippi.
do that because I don't want to
Mississippi.
see him running around there naked
Mississippi.
on meth.
You know how they say it in Mississippi? It's
That's how we get banned on Twitch.
crooked letter,
You
humpback,
can't show
humpback guy.
nipples on Twitch.
You didn't see the nipple. Edit those out.
That is true fact. My mom was born and raised in Mississippi.
All right.
Was he on me or no?
So they say that you're.
Oh my
Strength.
God. Good job paying attention.
Hey,
people.
Mark, they're saying that you're a Florida wrestling,
No,
Gator wrestling, Florida,
I
Florida,
wrestle. I didn't
Floridian.
wrestled.
Floridian.
You've just been
have
disowned
to
by
see-
New Orleans and
No.
Louisiana.
No, Captain, we
Mark,
are
we
not
got
switching to Mixer. We're staying
Mark's
here.
using a CP. He's down to 6.
We're staying here on Twitch. We tried to do Mixer a little
Yep.
bit, and it did not turn out.
I
the
hope
way
you
we
rolled that
wanted
really
it to.
bad leadership.
You mean we
Roll that
couldn't
again.
enforce the PG-13 rating?
We could not.
Okay.
We got kicked
so,
out.
I have no over gimmicks. Probably should have landed with Smite there, but that one was set up in easy position to get.
I don't even know what bizarre 40k Beast is trying to say, but I like
No,
it.
wasn't nothing.
Okay. I didn't even see it at the top.
We're
Oh.
putting them in that exposed position.
He's saying butts.
Taking away their shooting, but they're gonna smack.
Let's go
firm.
nuts for cowboy
Hold more
butts.
already.
That's what I read.
Check, check, check.
Yeah, we
Hey,
are.
somebody wants to know how that cast Space Marine was kit bashed.
Which one?
With the scythe gun.
Is one kit bashed with a D-scythe gun, the one that was on the
Yes,
screen?
it does. It has. This one has the D scythe. This one has the
focus.
star cannon.
You got a
Yes.
star cannon and a D scythe.
That's an eagle eye there,
There's
ATL
a setting I
Lupo.
have to turn on. Are you on me?
We're going to. Can't charge evil.
Here's a live action
doesn't
shot,
matter.
guys. This is
Gonna go here.
down in the table.
And.
As opposed to being down in your
Let me see
pants.
if it's even
As
mathematically
opposed to
possible.
That was a dangly joke.
No,
as opposed
it's not
to that.
Really.
It's a solid
Well,
kit
base
bash.
size.
You're talking to
They like your kit bash, Mark.
Thank you guys. We'll see if they can charge us. Dudes.
There we
You can stay
go.
on me. I mean, this is where he's charging. Doesn't matter.
Hits on 5s.
Yep.
Captain Jin Jam coming in with another eagle eye observation.
3 wounds.
Captain Hester's over there, the
3.
Iron Hands veteran sergeant, has worked very, very diligently to stay just ahead of that razor's edge and follow the meta.
Right before he got hit with a Nerf bat.
Well, that's the thing. When you're on the razor's edge, you're bound to get cut.
Gabe's workshop.
I shamelessly stole that from Paul
That's
today.
fine. You just have to roll leadership for him.
Yep. And we have to fight there.
Oh yeah. Don't forget they
He
exist.
failed that charge, ladies and gentlemen. Is this the wartime charge that you tried to do?
Oh no, like no work time charges. I did one of them.
So that's one thing about Hester's, and also Perry. I mean, these guys they evolve with the curve. They stay right on the cutting edge of the meta and always coming up with innovative lists. And those guys pay the hobby price. They put in the work. They stay up late. They work long hours. You know, they when they go to a tournament, their stuff's not proxied. And props to that. You know, to compete at a high level on the edge of the curve and always be and they use their own models.
Well, failing that and that, I was trying to go for a 5-point turn.
It should not say Mark is playing Iron Hands.
Hold on.
We have a glitch in the
I have
system.
1. He's offset.
Yep.
2,
We need to
3.
change Mark back to Chaos.
You have.
It says Iron Hands.
That's why that was really important because I need to get that.
So you hold
Hold
1.
one.
You didn't kill anything.
Nope.
We hold.
What's up?
We hold the same.
We got Nick Natamati in the house, the Brown Magic.
The brown
No, it's you had it right the
magic.
first time. Price like the price is right.
Recon.
Come on
I just
down.
moved myself out of range of that. I
You
should've
changed
moved all
it.
the way up. That's okay.
So Iron Hands is Daniel,
Pass turn.
and Mark is Chaos.
Yeah, Mark is playing Chaos.
So you guys got no secondaries the first turn?
It's all good, man.
I was trying to get a 5-point turn, but I think I missed everything by like a few. Like
Change
what's
the
it called?
scoreboard to be around 2 and top 2.
Top of 2.
Moving 4 from the edge there, pretty much.
Yeah.
You got it?
I'm gonna try to move this
I
first.
mean, I can do it.
All they got was hold on each there. They didn't, nothing else was scored though.
All right.
What?
If
Nobody
I
killed
that one
anything?
scout and made that charge, I would have got hold more bonus.
He'd have got hold more
And
bonus
kill more?
and kill more. Had he made that charge, but he failed it.
Oh, the charge and killing the one scout.
How long was that charge?
6 inches.
Failed a 6-inch charge with a reroll.
It was double 2s. It wasn't worth the 1 CP. If it was like a 4 and like a 1, absolutely.
Okay. He rolled double 2s on that charge, so. Yikes indeed, Lupo.
So get off me.
Right, you're clear?
Hey, we're up to 42 viewers.
Oh shit, I have to do a giveaway.
You're gonna have to do a giveaway. We get 8 more. You're
Come
gonna
on,
owe
man.
somebody
I
a thing
believe
of
in you.
terrain. Or
love you
or a
guys.
mat.
Ask chat what they want me to give
Chat, if we get to 50,
I'm not giving out any nudes.
Mark Perry has also said he will give out some nudes on top of our giveaway. Now, would you guys prefer, in addition to Mark Perry's nudes, give out both? Don't be like that. Do you want the mat or the terrain? We're up to 43.
You know what, Damien? You and I should just log in just to stick it to
Chaplain,
Brad.
yeah, go ahead. That one? Which one do you
I'm
use?
seeing Matt.
What's that?
I'm seeing Matt
He
times
gets the,
2, Matt times
plus,
3.
It's the
Lupo
same guy.
Spamming. No, we got 2. We got Nick says he'll take the mat.
Oh, okay.
Jim will take the mat.
Closest target.
Helbrick's already got the terrain.
He's gonna do the.
Closest visible target?
Plus 1 to wound on the dreadnought. He got that off with the
He's gonna
power
do
from
other
the
one for the charge.
Yep.
Got it.
the Mon Capitan. Let's see here.
Oh, so Brad, they want to know what level of terrain are they going to receive? Is it going to be unbuilt, unpainted, unassembled, or are you giving a top tier, bro? Are you going to give them a Brad special? Or do we need to get 75 and then maybe
Brad, if you
100?
build it, put my face on there. And I'll make sure it's the best face ever.
Somebody go over there and take
They
a
will
picture
know
of
where that
Mark's
terrain
feet.
came from. We will
So,
post it on the internet.
I'm seeing a lot more Matt than anything
Giggle
else.
Gnome, what
though.
we're talking about is not Matt as a person, but actually one of those pro tabletop gaming mats.
Top level terrain.
So if we hit 50,
Where's our closest site?
if we hit
55.
if we hit 50, we're going to give away.
And a pop springer is right here.
Top tier at 7.
Okay, so but the people in the chat, they want the mat, the gaming mat.
The
Yeah,
majority
that
of it
one
was
with him was
Matt.
big.
The majority was Matt.
This really sets the tempo for me. I should have.
Trying to get some friends of mine to join. I appreciate it, Lupo. Appreciate it, Lupo. The mat is very awesome.
Because I totally forget trans.
Make sure we send it out to you.
Actually, it hasn't been used against me yet.
Bizarre 40k Beef says that he will send nudes back to you, Mark. So,
Okay, I can't promise they won't go on the internet.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Pornhub gives you money for that type of stuff, right?
Giggle Gnome, did you get your question answered?
We appreciate all you guys being here. Thanks for anybody that just joined. We got a bunch of new people. You'd love the mat. Somehow didn't know it included. Had like 2-day window. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure I wasn't going too far with this because I haven't. This is the first
Stuff
time.
happens fast.
It does happen fast, man. You got to be on the ball. Let's see here. Yes, I was really hoping for a servant. Yikes. Not going to go there. I already own Mark nudes. Need some Daniel nudes. Hey, Daniel, are you also willing to pitch some nudes? They want nudes from you as well.
Yeah, man, I'm out of a job at the moment. So.
No, this is giveaway. This is giveaway if we hit 50 viewers.
Oh yeah, sure, 50.
50
How about
viewers?
55.
55. Okay, so if we hit
I'm
55,
a little more valuable.
Daniel holds himself a little higher than Mark does.
We're 48 right now.
I know. We got 2 more left, guys.
Oh yeah, just feed me.
I got a family to feed, okay?
So, Gojo 1, 2, 3. What are the circles?
There's only like 10 tacos a night.
Hold on.
$1 taco night. It's lovely. And I eat everyone else's too. We don't talk about that part.
I think all their
That does
mics are
not
muted,
need to be on
right?
the internet.
Oh, they're on.
Okay.
All right, back to Skojo. Those circles you see on there, those are the objective markers for this mission. And if you'll notice, I'm going to draw on the board here. You'll notice, see these circles here and here and here that don't have anything on them. Those are for alternative mission types. So basically, as with the rest of the Pro Tabletop Gaming mat, pretty much everything is on the mat somewhere, somehow, for ease of use. We're trying to standardize as much things as possible. You'll notice, for instance, if you were doing pointy hammer and anvil deployment, whatever that's called, you see the lines right there on the mat. Spearhead assault. Thanks, Damien. Always with the good intel.
Goes off.
Man, they are digging the beard shot that we got there.
We're gonna do.
Yes, they like it so much we lost 2 viewers.
No, we're at 49.
We were at 46 just a second ago.
Woo! Thank you guys for joining us.
On the dread.
Welcome
Just
to
came in this
friends, go
pro
tell them about my
tabletop.
friends.
You're here with Damien and
Price. Like the price is right.
Go ahead.
49.
we hit 49. 49. We need one more viewer in right now, and there will be a
Come on,
giveaway.
somebody whip out your phone and log in twice.
It's not right. It's not right, but I appreciate it. Oh, cool. You didn't know
So we're
Warhammer
shooting
had
base.
large area objectives.
We're gonna
They
use the
don't
profiles
have
on
it.
him, obviously.
This is a pro tabletop
Plus, force skill 2.
special that we do. It's just part of our
let's
competitive
shoot stuff up,
play,
okay?
so that way we can
First thing we're gonna do.
we can streamline it.
So
Melta,
Brad,
no, you got one win on
or
the guy.
Damien, maybe you know the answer to this. If somebody wanted to get them a set of those snazzy
Melta over there.
pro tabletop large objective markers, can they get them?
100%, man. What is it, 3D6 gaming or something like that? 3D6 Wargaming is where we can get it. 3D6?
Yeah,
Yeah, 3D6 Wargaming is where we get it from.
there's a link below
There's
the
a-
stream.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. There's a link.
Yeah, right there underneath the Twitch window.
If you just scroll down there, you can click on that and you can order it right now. You can get whatever you want on there as well. You can get pro tabletop, or you could get
Next thing we're gonna do is
Mark's
all these
beard
guys-
or Mark's butt, or
I think Mark's beard does actually have a trademark pending on it, though.
that's fair.
Um,
So you'd have to get approval.
So we have an actual real question. Question clarification. Iron Hands are nerfed at Atlanta Open or not? Your rules state all rules cut off on October 5th.
And no
So,
So we sent out an email about that. We are not allowing the new Eldar rules that came out, Phoenix stuff, but we are allowing the FAQ to take place.
as long as point changes or anything like that.
Right, and so just all the corresponding rules for Iron Hands with that FAQ that came out.
Right.
It will apply. So they're not going to be. We're not going to see 3 repulsor executioners, 5 up in bone saves, all of them.
Correct, Lupo. No custom craft worlds at this event.
An email was sent. That's right. Thank you, Ruben.
But I did hear that the event happening
Which
after.
is the storm bolter. Or
Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter, sorry.
Heavy
It's on 3s.
They've extended their cutoff. Carter's event extended their rules cutoff till the end of the month.
Take one.
So they're gonna allow the new craft worlds and the Imperial Fist and the Salamanders.
It is kind of crappy, Zurban, but like at the end of the day,
Next thing
like
I'm
we
gonna do
we
is,
said this, when we first made the event, this is going to be our cutoff point. I mean,
What's on the webpage?
Bolter into this guy.
Okay.
so we just have to kind of stick to what we said, It does suck. Trust me, like we had a huge meeting about it. Like,
Mike at him.
Yep.
what about new Jane model rules?
One wound.
One wound. One wound.
That's a good
on-
question. Genzar, yeah.
Just fire the
I mean,
execution
it prob-
on. Get him
I-
out of the way.
if-
Let me die.
If it comes out
Stalker.
after this, I suppose it's not going to be allowed. That's just
Reroll
the new
one.
rules won't. That's my point.
Nope. Captain at him.
So the difference is like Iron Hands had already come out, right? Like, and so we are now.
Strength.
We were expecting that to be a part of the Phoenix thing. We
Big
couldn't
dog.
have anticipated,
Poppy's gun.
like that's.
Yep.
Hits on 2s.
No, you use the original. You use the craft world version from the Codex for Jane Czar, because her updated rules came out after the cutoff. So any new rules that came out after the cutoff, because that's not an FAQ, that's a new set of rules.
Oh, the Ferris. Yeah.
We can't, like Damien's saying, we can't
Honestly,
We can't
after
pick
I'm
and
just like,
choose.
Yeah.
Just tell me the damage.
It's a bummer. It is a bummer. I mean, it'd be cool to be able to.
One wound.
One wound.
It'd be cool to be able to allow all this stuff, like, and then just have it like go all the way, like, like I said, like we had a big, huge debate internally about it. Like some of us were for it, some of us were against it, and we just kept going back and forth. Like, well, should we allow, like, should we allow this stuff? It's cool. Like, people
okay.
don't play their
Now
new
I
toys.
understand what Zurban is saying. On the website, it says the FAQ cutoff is once the fall big FAQ releases happen.
There you go.
Okay, and so
Iron Hands and Raven Guard are included. I sent an email to everybody about it though.
okay. Well, Brad said he sent an email out addressing that. So that's going to be it. There will be no more changes
Right.
to the existing
All right,
meta
so
for Pro
I am
Tabletop
going to
past this
do-
point.
Right. Next year, though, you can play. and I think we're actually, I mean, so you need to change
Under fire, I guess,
my
we'll go
email.
next.
Where can I do this?
Possess, try to keep them
I would
at bay.
assume send an email into
Just pop an email in. Like if you go onto the Pro
Actually, no, I'm
Tabletop
not gonna do
website.
or go to the Facebook page and contact. I mean, we're kind of monitoring a little bit of everything. Drop your email in the chat right now, just so everybody gets it. We can all spam you.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
that'll
sense.
kill
No,
You should
don't do
put your
that.
email right in the chat right
Yeah,
now.
don't do that.
If he just does a wound.
Yeah, it would.
I can assure you that you'll get some type of nudes.
If you kill 2 possessed, that's just not a good position.
And this is why we're not on Mixer.
Yeah, that's why we got kicked off Mixer. Thanks, guys.
Does anyone care what's happening in the game?
Hits on 2s, reroll on 1.
Brad, give us a man on the street update. What's happening
We
over
didn't
there?
actually get kicked
Alright,
off.
Vine
That's
finished shooting
Damien
at the
telling a
possessed.
joke.
You had -1 to hit. Yeah,
I got in trouble from the admin.
for that. Just I know there's 4 twos. I saw 4 twos.
My mic's been muted.
For -1.
Yeah, that's all.
Captain Jim Jam.
Send all the nudes.
So what is Chris Blackham ever done to you other than whoop you at a tournament?
Chris Blackham has never beat me in a tournament.
Chris Blackham has never beaten me at a tournament either.
He's never beaten me in a
Have
tournament.
you ever played him?
Twice.
Oh, okay. I see. I haven't.
Twice.
9, 10.
Twice.
Damien, what's our record at tournaments?
Oh, you're 2-0 against me.
Oh, okay. So by proxy,
So these
if he's
are
never
eggs.
beaten you,
You-
and you've never beaten me, that means that does that mean I've beaten him?
That is what that means. That means
Oh.
you are superior to him.
There's one more dude that's in cover.
I will never be superior to Chris Blackham. He is the nicest guy in 40K, except for Horton Doughton.
Commentary is currently more entertaining than the game. Listen, guys. Everyone pump the brakes.
And now they're
Okay?
all in back
If these
in
guys
cover.
weren't playing this game, we wouldn't be doing this commentary.
All right, well, here we go then. I guess
All right.
I'm gonna shoot,
They're like the guys shoveling the coal into the engine so we
This
can get
guy
to where we're
next.
trying
And
to
we're
get
like
to.
the conductor.
Yeah, we're the
Top cannon there.
I'm going to conduct myself over to the game and see what's happening.
He's gonna go
Supposed
see.
to kill one
He's
scout.
gonna go down to the game
One
and let us
scout.
know so we can actually know what's going
Barely
on
kill one
down there.
scout.
Top cannon frags here. All the strength 4 guns here, all the strength 5 guns here. Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel's got sunglasses on his head.
He wears his sunglasses at night.
Oh, he's trying to hit those like overhead eyes. That's how he always can see the big people. He can just look up without having eyes on top of it. Yeah.
They're making fun
What's
of how
Daniel
short
rolling
Daniel
for right
is.
now?
Hitting on 2s, reroll.
Executioner killing characters.
Executioner killing characters.
Executioner
Fail to kill
shooting
one
at a
scout,
character.
Kill more and kill.
So this is just the
Help
heavy,
me.
heavy bolters and Gatlin. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant.
Yeah.
I'm making you share.
I mean, we're in there with those dice, you know.
So these are all strength 5.
Somebody's aroused here in the studio.
Those are strength 5,
Yep.
so they need 4s.
Price is the best.
They're -2, right? So that's 9.
That's correct.
Hey, Price, you were told. Somebody said you're the
I
best,
rolled really
man.
hot. I need a single 5.
On the screen.
Okay.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen,
Five
boys and
is
girls.
Blue has
of all
0
ages.
and red has 6.
Didn't you do a strength 5 into that kind of 4 into that kind?
We got a phone
Strength
going
5.
off
Oh,
here.
it's wrong dude. Okay, so that's all the shots on him then?
Yes.
Okay.
I quit judging. That's
That's
fine.
fine. An executioner did not execute me.
Reroll 1.
All right, guys,
4 hits with the big gun over there.
Yeah.
Reroll
almost
1.
broke the whole setup
All right, 4.
with my
I'm
big
just gonna
old
roll some
thighs.
Field of Pains, I'm dead.
All right.
I'm not worried about
All
that.
right.
All right, that's that.
Message sent to
Then
Facebook.
here's the
All right,
Thunder
Zervin,
Fire
we'll get on
cannon.
that and get your email corrected
Possessed.
and going where it needs to be, buddy.
Yeah. I'm possessed.
That is your hell, Jim Jam.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 9 shots.
Jim Jam's own personal hell.
2 reroll 1s.
All right.
4's the 1. 5 wounds.
So we got some
5 wounds?
5 wounds
Sir.
being done onto
Oh, this-
something.
No.
Oh, on the possessed.
So the executioner was
Shoot
unloading.
into a character, right?
So fail 1.
I should have tried to get that back.
Wow, that's a nice roll.
You didn't have any CP.
That's started.
What did
Yeah,
Dan
he
spend
spent
all
it
his
to try
CP
CP.
on?
Tremor shell.
Tremor-
Daniel has 1 CP and
He was shooting tremor shells. He's been using them to
Yeah.
block psychic powers,
That's
command
right.
point reroll traps.
Blue. Blue has 1.
so-
How many? Anybody die?
No, just took a win.
It's an interesting
Save because I have 2.
dynamic because
All right.
Space Marines have such good stratagems across the majority of the books that we've seen, and
Yep. You
Um,
need
but that's
Your
it's
red
such a valuable
stages?
resource. Having that discipline to really
Tremor shell.
hold those back, because your typical army is only going to have between 8 and maybe
You're rolling
14.
11.
Just because HQs and troops are such a premium in those armies,
+2.
so it's very easy
over here.
to run out of them.
These guys are
I know
coming.
this weekend down at the Come the Apocalypse again,
Spit at me.
in
Smile wave,
one
boys,
of Thomas
smile wave.
Byrd's games, he had to spend about 7 or 8 command points in one turn just try to keep his Leviathan alive. And then the other things in his turn, and then the rest of the game, he was really relying on just the work that the army could do on its own without any special tricks or tips. I've heard Brown Magic Nick talk about using CPs.
I spend CPs like it's going out of fashion.
You do.
I do.
They're like sand in your hands.
They really, really are.
Yep.
I can't hold on to them past turn 2.
Hey Nick, on your Knights of the Game Table Pro, do you do classes on how people should use spend their CP?
Dreadnought's gonna go first.
Did we not cross 50?
We got to 49.
Chat, come on.
I know, I got
Come on,
to
guys,
49 and then stopped. He said absolutely. That's cool. How to spend CP more appropriately.
And then two.
CP management is huge, huge.
For those of you who may not know it, we have several celebrities in the house. Nick Nadavati, arguably one of the best 40k players in the world.
Arguably.
Arguably.
I think it's gonna be these guys.
We do have Mark Perry on the stream.
13.
Well, I mean, we're saying world, so thing is, though, like we can't incorporate a lot of the European guys in that.
We really can't. There's so many people, and that was actually a big consideration. I remember many debates we had online in regards to how are we going to do seeding for the first ever pro tabletop, because a lot of the top players in the world are, in fact, not ranked in any ranking. ITC being the most common and the most prevalent and the one that we all use.
Librarian first.
Anybody
Vortex.
who's kind of anybody has gone there and looked to see what their ranking is, and if you're playing competitively in the U.S. especially. That's the great thing about this first event we're going to have is we're going to get that empirical data. We're going to start tracking that data. We're going to start putting together the database that we can use for those seeding pairings.
I'm sorry, it is.
And it's exciting. It's exciting to build something from scratch and really.
And we're going to be able to track that for a long time. We're going to be able to pull that up eventually, like years down the road. We're going to pull that up and be like, oh, okay.
So here we go.
Well, against this, Price played against a Iron Hands list on
And
his
won.
third tournament and won, but he struggled on turn 2 and 3, but he brought it back on turn 4.
What is the struggle we're talking about?
Struggle?
I'm just kidding. Anybody's ever played against me except Damien knows I'm not very good.
3, 6, 9, 10.
I believe this they're going to team survive.
You are a GT winner, though.
He may survive. All right, he needs
I got lucky.
He needs 6
As my dad
Yeah,
said,
he's
I'd rather
the
be
one that
lucky than
was-
good any day.
That's exactly right.
So he's dead on
God, there was
die.
something else.
Almost didn't kill him.
X.
Yeah, it's
Penis
Only yours.
and every man on that
it's
sub.
going to give you.
Oh yes. What is long and black and full of semen?
I believe that's a submarine.
It is a submarine. Yes, it is.
Guys, get your minds out of the gutter. All you in the chat. You guys are sickos. Giggity, 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 giggity.
Oh man. I'm gonna go check the clock. I'm gonna see how we're doing on time.
He's checking the clock.
One.
He's checking the
So it
clock,
looked like
guys.
Daniel's got 47 minutes and Mark's got 1 hour and 12.
Oh, wow. Mark with that time management. Although this is Daniel's turn.
So I'm just like, move, psychic, pass.
Fight it up, baby.
What'd you get?
Move, psychic pass. That's his plans. Thank you guys for all that you guys have done to come out this evening and watch us. Watch these guys play, not watch us. Hear us. Listen to me and look into my eyes.
This is the best part about showcasting, like on the Monday night, is we just show up, sit around in our underwear, and it's awesome.
That's true. That's true.
One more.
Underwear.
I'm gonna pause the clock and score it real fast.
He's pausing the clock.
Judge.
Red card.
It's okay, I allow.
Kill.
Oh, it was allowed.
I got you on. I already meant to.
He's putting in his things, in his scorings for that round.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's see what the scoreboard is saying right
Yeah, okay, it's worth it.
now. All right.
I just meant this is
Because it's casual Monday.
casual Monday. That's right.
No, sir.
Probably not going to kill him with some foul bites.
Nobody wants a free mat.
That's right, dude.
Well, we have 39 people that want a free mat.
And
Better start posting the social, hitting them up in their Discords and their Facebook groups.
dude, just get them in here, man.
Only way it's gonna happen. Follow our freaking channel.
So, Mark
Follow the
Perry,
channel.
we got a shout out from Jones.
Jones?
Do we know who Jones is?
I know multiple Jones.
Jones, who's Jones?
This is Vampire Roser.
Oh, hey, Corey. Hi, Corey.
I don't know what he yelled back at you, but he said something. What was that?
Yeah. I was the one that died from the storm.
It was
Was that Floridian talk?
yeah, it was Florida Man Speak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It sounded like I don't know, man. Somebody dying in a swamp.
It translates directly to "get in my beard."
Ah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Both these guys have on their gaming shirts tonight, by the way. I want everybody to know. They came here to play this game.
And play they are.
And play they are.
And all we're doing is distracting everybody from the game.
No, we are allowing them to get through it.
Your denier. is
Yes.
right here. They're just knocking around stuff.
So we got some guys deep striking right here or something. What is this?
He is actually going to the second
What are
floor.
those?
I'll go look.
I cannot tell.
Dun dun dun.
We ain't from Florida. Are you Mississippian?
From Louisiana.
Or you Louisiana?
But
Louisiana.
I grew up in Mississippi.
Louisiana.
Louisiana. What are you doing, man? Trying to think.
I love me some gumbo.
I don't know. I tried to set him out a measurement here. He's actually trying to figure out where his valve white spawn's going to come out.
40 guys, get
Try to
10
shoot
more
the
in,
tank.
baby. And then you guys get your map.
These are deep.
I know you were so
nerdlings,
close to 50. You were at
5-man
49.
unit.
I'm so sorry.
Trying to see
I'm so
where he
sorry,
can go
Lupo.
without hitting the infiltrators.
Oh, that's bananas? Oh, okay. So
You ain't dumb.
so
You can't just touch a butt.
he doesn't want you guys to just touch 50. He wants you to hang there for a little bit. He wants a little rub on 50. You know what I'm saying? You guys got me? You picking up what I'm putting down? You smelling what I'm stepping in? While he puts nuts in his mouth, by the way. But Brad's cramming in his mouth right now. He dropped one on the floor. Does it still go in his mouth? He threw it in the garbage. You're a childhood friend. We appreciate you being here, Vamp. Now, do you have the word vamp in your name because you are a vampire? Mark has 5 CP. I'm going to change. You got it? Or you want me to do it? Production's got it. I'm not touching it anymore.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, thank you, sir. He brought his own. I'll chug it.
Mine has whiskey in it, so
Does it really?
no.
41. Good job, guys. Pushing that 50 and you get that giveaway. We'll give that mat away to you guys. It will be yours in your hands.
So we are. Stream is lagging. Too bad for me. I catch it later if I can. I was gonna say log out and then log back in, bro. Sometimes that's just the way things go.
Sorry if you're lagging there, Vamp.
Before you log out, make sure you share it on your Facebook, Twitter.
Like brains.
Send it to your mom, your dad, grandma,
He's on the
Granddad.
ground floor. He's on the
Let me finish.
Only if they're hip.
Your uncle,
That's just
your
fine.
aunt,
Be quiet, Damien.
your cousin,
You're killing
your
us.
second cousin,
Can somebody mute this
your
man?
third cousin. Let me finish a thought, please. Or fourth cousin, fifth cousin, sixth cousin, your sister, your
Possessor right here.
brother, your nephew, your niece.
What's up?
Wait,
Currently,
stepsister,
5, 6,
stepmom.
8.
I mean, you guys got family, or are you homeless and you living in your? No way, because you have the internet. No way. Because you could be homeless. You could be homeless and have a
So
phone.
here's a
I've
real
seen him do it. I've
question.
seen him do it. I've seen him do it.
So do tournaments usually consist of more than 50% Space Marine players, right? So it's an interesting question because Space Marines have just been bad for
Really
a
bad.
while.
Really bad.
Unless you're in Atlanta and you're Thomas Bird, because he's been wrecking Damien since Rowboat came out. Rowboat is the nickname for Rabute Gilliman.
Uliman.
And I believe you had a little fun time with Rowboat when he first came out as well.
Yeah, I have a whole Ultramarines army.
So, honestly, though, they haven't had a presence in the meta for a couple of years now. Just the, Eldar was so strong, Dark Eldar, Drukhari. When the Orcs came out.
Sorry, keep going.
No, I love it. Only because Amazon Prime, stolen laptop and public Wi-Fi. Now that is a resourceful person right there.
It's a good homeless person.
There
right
you go, right there, buddy.
I mean, he's got to get his porn in there.
How close are to the borders from language? Is it pretty much
Isn't it but you know what's great? Isn't it the best trying to explain to somebody like what your hobby is? Like in my office, I have a giant. We'll get back to Space Marine in a second. I have a giant display cabinet with all my miniatures, and people come in and they look at it and they're like, "Do I even want to ask?" No, you don't. Walk away.
But if you do, it's a long story.
Oh, it is.
You need
It
to
is.
sit down.
It is. I've practiced and rehearsed it.
maybe?
So locally, you said back to SCOJO. Locally, it's more than 50% Space Marine, but I imagine that's because they're getting lots of new. Yeah, 100%. You
That's all
know,
it is. It's bandwagoners.
it's. And I've heard this said on many podcasts. So many people own Space Marine armies, and it's the bread and butter of Warhammer 40k. You think first, typically, is Space Marines versus all the bad guys, so to speak. But it's going to settle out because, like anything, as people start to break out their Space Marines and play them, then there's a ton of players out there that are going to be like, okay, what can I do to destroy this? How can I win games against Space Marines? So when those lists start to come out, then you'll see a downward trend of Space Marines, and then things will settle out.
I think also there's going to be a lot of people that are going to jump on it and they're going to bust out their old Space Marines and they're going to suck still. They're going to be like, oh, well, this didn't really change anything.
What do you mean my Iron Hands 1.0 list didn't win the tournament I went to?
I don't know about that, but I do know that there will be people like that.
All right, let's check in with Daniel and Mark, see what's happening.
He's going to go check it.
Blessing on them. That fails. I cast +1 strength and toughness.
+1 strength and toughness.
Goes off.
It's successful.
So this is the psychic phase, guys.
Does that have warp time?
I'm going to take one more wound. Disgusted. I don't take it.
So Damien, right now, it looks like that Mark is juicing up his possessed squad. It's got warp time, blaze of purification, +1 to hit, all these crazy powers, and this unit, which it's amazing what you can do with some of the chaos builds. Spell out of your pocket, and how much power these things can really put out. And to Mark Perry's credit, he was one of the first guys that was really bringing out possessed and big units of plague bearers in our area, in the southeast, and has had great success with these units and really driving them across the table and destroying your opponent's army.
Did he? So has he been Cloud of Fliesing? Did he Cloud of Flies them?
I didn't get that when I was over there. I didn't want to interrupt the game too much.
Hey, Mark, did you Cloud of Flies your possessed?
Not this turn, no. I'm going to try to, whenever I can at this point, it's not going to kind of bounce a little bit off of them. Really, I just need to tempo my CP up.
It was more so they couldn't target you
With, what's it called? Yeah. They target, there's a chance he can do it again. He did gain a CP back, but that's fine.
Basically said he didn't care.
Okay.
He doesn't care. So, Skojo, what kind of army do you play?
Check.
Are you a Space Marine person or are you not?
Upper second phasing. That's all.
I mean, none of us are really Space Marines, except maybe
I don't
Thomas.
see any shooting.
Thomas? Yeah, Thomas is a Space Marine player.
Melee already. Or charging both of them.
He's trying to make the charge off.
Both of them?
Yep.
Here's the scout first.
Incoming!
Scout Overwatch.
Yep. T5.
T5.
And then the bolters. Hits on 5s.
Hey, Brad, zoom in on that Contemptor. Look at that conversion Daniel has. That's a chaplain, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a custom 3D printed chaplain body that one of our friends, Philip Cohn, State Farm Phil, if you're looking on Battle at BCP, and he designed that and then printed that on his resin 3D printer. Specifically, Daniel got the first one.
I'll go right there. He will not base you. And then this guy will base you.
So it looks like he made this charge.
It does indeed. That spells bad news for that dreadnought.
Is he going to try to kill the dreadnought right now, or is he going to just sit on it for a turn?
I don't know the answer to that. Depends on what that dreadnought's equipped with. That's a double fighty dreadnought?
It's just good for practice to do it like this.
Oh.
You're allowed to move those. Good for practice.
Good evening, lads. How's the game so far?
We based him, we're leaving the...
What's up, Carbonated Mike?
We based him with that there. Yep. Okay, and then he's at 9 inches there.
So it's a sweet bit of tech right there. By going and basing that chaplain dreadnought, he has prevented Daniel from heroically intervening and kind of messing up the extra movement that Mark is going to try and get out of those models. But that is a double fighty chaplain dreadnought with shock assault. He's going to have 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Those are possessed, though, right?
Yeah.
So they do have 5 up inbound saves.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a little shot at the dreadnought.
Oh, look at his left arm. Oh wait, that's not the one I was.
Yeah, it is. That's the one. We can't see it.
That's all right.
Couldn't quite get a hang on it. So the game so far, basically,
He's just lining up there. He's
the
moving
total
out 1 inch
score
Someone has
is
7
5-1 currently at the bottom of 2. This is we're at the bottom of 2 right now. So we'll see what Mark pulls off as far as point-wise at the end of his turn. He did just touch this fighty dreadnought with his possessed squad. He's gonna try and blow it up. It looks like. Yeah, that's basically where we're at, Holmes. Thank you for joining, Mike. It's good to have you back. I believe you're the guy from England, right? If my memory serves. It's good to have you back in here, man. We really appreciate you. Your time, your efforts, and your sincerity in your typing.
Just go make out with the guy already, Damien.
I'm
God.
not gonna make out with him, dude. I'm just gonna make him feel good about himself, and I'm gonna leave him blue-balled. It is a lot of dreads. I'm glad that's you, buddy. It's Iron Hands, dude. That's what they do, man.
This is Iron Hands 2.0 for those of you just tuning in.
Yeah, we're playing with the new rules. So he didn't make all the Dreadnoughts characters.
Although there are some chaplain dreadnoughts in this army, so they are some characters.
There are some characters. You ain't wrong.
You're going to kill 4 at max that turn, stop me from turning. CP is worth it. I don't think so. 4 when a vet's on the free. Leaving for vets, grenade, vets again.
He's going over his list of things.
Reroll. It's not worth the CP, so let's just...
He's just gonna. I think he's just gonna let those guys.
Vets, see if I get it.
He's doing.
I did not get it back.
He tried to get his CP back. He's out. He's popping Veterans of the Long War.
+1 to wound, which is going to make a difference in these guys. Those guys are strength 5 going in, right?
It's going to be right
Yeah.
now.
So strength 5 going against tough 7 that normally wound on 5s, so it's going to bring it down to 4s. And then he's got
Blades on him.
which is another +1, so they're going to wound on 3s.
Exploding with mortal wounds on 5s and 6s.
Oh, snap.
0 and 4, red's at 4.
So what we're going
So,
to
Skojo, are you familiar with the Pro Tabletop terrain? And just to point out a couple things, there are a few pieces of terrain that are not on the board right now. And that's just, they're not there for ease of dice rolling. But you can see the boxes. Switch to overhead, if you would, for a sec.
Hitting on twos.
Right here,
Hitting on 2.
you can see this box. And then over here,
Double claws.
Double call.
this area on my right
-1,
is your,
Free format?
Yes.
that's a crater. And this
Okay.
area here is a forest. And then you've got the matching area here and here. But all the terrain for Pro Tabletop's removable. So we can just get that out of the way. It doesn't affect the game state, doesn't block line of sight, but it allows, easier positioning of the models and stuff. So, Skojo, all this terrain is available on the Pro Tabletop website for purchase. So the idea is standardized. We're standardizing all of the different missions and the different rules to take away as many variables as possible. So it's really tries to boils down to player skill versus player skill. How well can a player design a list and execute that list against an equally skilled opponent to be the best pro player there is?
+2 to wounds, so...
That is what we want to find out.
I'm currently strength 7.
That is what we want to find out. Who is the best in the world?
Yeah, and this is a fantastic table. This table is actually designed by Brad and painted by Brad, and then
The mat itself is done by Frontline Gaming.
and the mat was done by Frontline Gaming. So
Also designed by Brad, though.
well, yes. So all of these items can be purchased. If you bought your ticket to the Pro Tabletop Atlanta Open early enough, then you got a full set of terrain and a gaming mat included.
And a T-shirt and dice.
Oh, a bunch of
Yada,
stuff.
Yada, yada, yada. This goes on.
Not exactly, but I get 5 up. 5 up, don't know pain. Because I cast the...
Standardized terrain is not a requirement for competitive tournaments.
Unfortunately.
Now, all the Pro Tabletop events will have standardized terrain, and a lot of the major events will have preset terrain. In earlier editions, I don't know what edition you actually started playing in, but in earlier editions of 40K, you actually had player place terrain.
Twos, +2 to wound.
It really just balances itself out over a course of an entire weekend event.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how long have you been playing?
Because of blades and vents. So I'm seeing if I want to spend the CPU.
Yeah,
How many
Lupo,
stuff?
you're getting it.
6, 7, I'm at 2.
2? Okay. You're for sure he's at 9 wounds.
I mean, it's kind of like any sport, right? Like, any sport that you play on a really competitive level has a
I will spin the
standardized
CPU on this one.
map or terrain or whatever. They have, like, or they might have a few different maps that they use. And, like, so for esports, for example, with Counter-Strike, for example, that's a game that I'm very familiar with, played for
I
a
got
long
actually
time.
one
Like,
more attack because he's the
there are only, like,
I got one more.
maybe, like,
Does
6
generate
to
bonus.
12 maps that
Okay.
you'll ever play at
one
any
more
given time.
Develop strength will also give
And
you
everybody
plus
plays
attack.
on those.
I only did
Are we on the
3
top
attack
camera?
on him.
Yep.
So right now, if you guys will notice,
So I was just like, I probably threw
right here in the middle, these guys,
5 times.
in order to make it easier to play, they removed that wall. But you can still see the outline on the ground. And this just allows
Feel free.
easier placement, sometimes easier visibility. And then once they're done with this scenario, they'll put that piece of terrain back just like on this side. And then continue with the turn. So it looks like those Possessed just went in there and picked up that Chaplain Dreadnought.
Because I missed the virtual
So
blessing.
he's now out. And it doesn't look like he blew up.
If I got the virtual blessing, it would have been 4. So wound were 4 damage.
So those guys...
What's up? You good? You guys coming over here. That's why I was winning freeze. Because strength 7
5s.
5 goes down to freeze.
Dreadnought got picked
Plus
up.
4.
Oh yeah, +2 to wound.
+2 to wound. I missed the ever +1 over
Yeah,
negative
yeah,
2.
yeah. That's crazy. The stratagem gives them that?
Stratagem, psychic power. What I do is I can put 11 different buffs on them.
There's not many things. I once saw 3 or no, I'm sorry. It was 6 fully juiced up Possessed pick up an Imperial Knight in one round.
Didn't want to risk losing a guy.
I believe it.
Between mortal wounds, multiple damage,
So many buffs you can
so many buffs you can do on those guys.
I got to do my pile in here on this dude.
What do you...
So I gotta
Yeah,
make
I
sure
mean, that
he-
is why we mirror
It
it,
has
so
some
it doesn't
guys
matter
up
what
here.
deployment you get, it's
No, I
perfectly
didn't put a single
balanced
deal
for
on it. Put them
both
all on the
players.
side. This one dude has to stay here. Okay.
3 hits?
3 hits, 5.
All right.
Look at that sweet conversion of Daniel's bike. Can you guys bring up that librarian bike? In the,
Camera 1.
yeah.
All right, man.
Check out this sweet conversion. This is one of Daniel's librarians on a bike, I think, or somebody's arms in the way. All good.
Fearless. Fox arms.
Yeah. Oh, now let's just leave it alone.
Was that the
It's not meant to be. Sorry, guys.
Mark for Dale?
Can you guys hear this awesome music in the background?
That's not it, right?
It was close. You were close.
Remember the chaplain?
Death Guard Marines look pretty rad too. They're not Death Guard Marines. They're actually possessed.
I thought you said you moved something.
No, I said
But they do
I
look
don't
pretty
think I moved
rad.
him, let me put him back. It's like, I was about to screw myself up.
Why don't we use the old word, you know? Use the full word there. What is that? Condumo? Condumo? Use the full word, man. Radical.
Because he's not 12.
Dude, no, that's, I mean, 12-year-olds don't say radical. It's like from the 90s, right?
Yes.
Good old 90s, man.
Good old 90s.
I
You
love
know when
the
I graduated
90s.
high school?
I don't.
1990.
Wow. I was 10. No, I wasn't. It's a lie. I was 8.
Was but a wee lad.
Top of 3. We're coming into top of 3. It'll be Daniel Hester's turn. His movement phase is currently happening. You were born in 1993. You weren't even there yet. That doesn't make us old farts, dude.
I'm 94.
You were born in...
I consider myself old.
No.
94, you're like a baby.
Dude, you're a baby with a beard.
Literally a baby. I'm practically born with this.
No, you were not practically born with a beard. That happened when you were... I don't believe you. I want to see a baby picture.
Okay, cool. You're going to be a little scared because I was 23 and a half inches tall.
All right, let's.
Big old thing.
23 and a half inches tall?
Yeah.
It's pretty tall.
My mom's like, this child won't kill me.
I turned 47 yesterday, Nick. 47, my man.
Can I call you daddy?
Anytime you want, baby.
Wow, that's
Spicy.
Mark Perry just asked if he could call me daddy.
true.
I mean, you are the patriarch.
Mark didn't know who Pearl Jam was.
In a commute to an event.
Is that a band?
What's their save?
Or no?
You're the-
Save again?
Did you just ask who Pearl Jam is again?
3 up, 5 ups.
He probably thinks that.
Can't even.
He probably thinks that one guy. What's his name?
Kurt Cobain? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. The guy who discovered Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, I
He's a young dude. He's a young artist today. He's got a bunch of tattoos.
This was designed before I was even part of the TV.
Oh God, what's his name?
I don't know.
Come on, guys. Come on, young people. Who is this guy?
Is he a rap artist?
Yes.
He's got tattoos all over his face?
Yes. White dude. Got facial
69?
hair.
You said white dude?
Yes. What's his name? No.
I actually don't know what
Post
he is.
Malone. That's the guy. Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Yeah, just recently I saw on social media how Post Malone discovered Ozzy Osbourne and helped make him famous because he featured something in one of his songs, and it's like that's hilarious.
Well, we still got there, okay? Whether it was descriptive or not, we still got there, Lupo. All right? Go tell your friends to come in here, Lupo.
That's right. Somebody kick him from the chat.
Oh, no.
All right, somebody just kicked me from the chat.
Admin just said he can't say that.
Where's Thomas at? Can I pick him up?
Thomas is driving home right now.
Yep.
Lame.
I know, I'm sorry.
Tell me he's weak.
I will. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Where's your closest psyker? Right here
Plus,
somewhere?
right here. Yeah. Gotta use that brain a little bit. Honestly, this is just mostly improv and like muscle memory for me. Sometimes I even forget I'm playing the game. I just let the spirit possess me. What about Shaggy? Maybe? No?
We all live in the yellow submarine. The yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
Can I shoot you?
If it isn't, then I don't know what other one you're talking about. That's the only Yellow Submarine song I know. It's a good one, though.
So, Damien, one thing I didn't notice before was when Mark went in on that Chaplain Dreadnought right in the middle, there was a scout squad hanging out in there. And I would assume that, can we go to the top down? Right here, I would assume that Mark either didn't declare the scouts as the target of his charge, or he just went around them.
I just made sure all the guys could swing on the Chaplain Dread.
Right, and so
See,
then
you targeted them both, though, right?
Yeah, because I was going to take the closer, easier charge in case I rolled
You
really
trapped
bad.
them.
right, and then so he trapped him, and so basically that prevents Daniel from firing and destroying those guys. So then on Daniel's turn, the odds are very high that that scout squad is just going to go away,
Gotcha.
and then that'll free up those possessed to advance up the field. Definitely some sweet tech right there. Okay, I need a cultural reference on Baby Shark. I don't know what this is.
No, shut
How
up.
do you not know the most important song ever in the 21st century?
Yes, yes, one of the production guys is singing this. I still don't know it.
Do it again.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy
Can I
shark,
put
do
the metal
do do
version
do
on,
do do.
please?
So there you go, boys and girls.
High quality entertainment here.
Yeah. Honestly, that one I'm not sure of anymore.
Apparently, this is a song that you sing to little kids, or they hear it somewhere.
I got you.
So,
man.
nice.
I put dice
Yeah.
on.
Excellent.
He got something off. I know it wasn't. Okay.
That's the veil over here.
He took it one more right.
No, he's taking none. This one's taken.
That's not the nerd going to one more.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Here's his count.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Over here,
My 4 packs are supposed to just get obliterated.
we're gonna make. I'm gonna make this tough.
Make that tough. I dig it.
Goes off.
Where are the bikes?
I don't know. That's
I had to cut them down 2 inches on this. Alright. And then the next power we're gonna do is smite.
Yep. Goes off. What?
All right.
Honestly, not coming in.
It is a
Take
kid's
that guy
song.
and be safe.
They hear it somewhere. Very ominous. Yeah. At least that.
Cool.
At least that, Crimson Paw.
Anything else? That's all we got.
42, guys, listen. You get 8 more people in here. Somebody gets a free mat today.
Good to go, I guess.
And if not,
Um,
we'll keep that mat. Like, Brad'll keep that mat for himself.
let's shoot some stuff.
I want you guys to take the mat
Okay.
from Brad. Okay? I want the mat gone. Sick of that mat.
How many viewers we got?
It's sitting around 40.
We're on 42.
Alright, so
I
I'm
told
gonna issue
him. I
ballistic
want them to
skill
take
2.
that mat from you.
Ballistic skill 2 here.
I want them to take it, dude.
Yeah, so do I.
Everyone that can hear my voice on the internet, go tell your mom, your friends, your over 40k brothers, and tell them to view it.
There
Do
you
it.
go.
Protocol
There you
is
go.
gonna be on him, okay?
Okay.
Terrain question. How will the crates
First thing we're gonna
be
do
treated
is
in
2
terms
units
of
right
flying
This
vehicles?
one right here. This one right here.
So the
there.
crates
My brain's
are
gonna shoot into the back
the
unit,
crates are
ballistic
actually
damage on him.
just
Okay.
like hills, basically. They're not hills, but they are crates, right? So it's not a ruin as far as flying vehicles goes. Are you talking about like this little lip right here not being able to fit like a flyer onto like this section right here?
Next
Is
thing
that
we
what you're
got is,
referencing?
Those contain
You did not turn yourself, right?
Yes.
I did not
So
have
like so you're saying if you were to fly a vehicle and you wanted to put it on there
Use
but
my
it doesn't
last one
fit,
for the -1 damage.
so
Okay. Yeah.
in
that's
essence the way that works is you just don't go to that spot, right?
right.
Like
Yeah, I told you blades.
I mean that
That's
is
why I was
that like
Yeah.
If it can't fit,
Well, you almost survived on
then it doesn't sit.
It was one of those one things where like I think it was like a 50-50.
Them's the rules.
That one extra attack got me.
Yeah. I was like, I have to box straight. I get one more time.
All right.
The list. We can pull up the list for you right quick here.
Shoot. Here you
We're going to get the list for you in T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Dun, dun,
2,
dun.
1, 0. The lists are on your face.
I want to be on your face.
Don't. Dang it.
That was for Mad Dog Dangley. You guys don't know, if you see that that Dangley at the end of some of these names, these guys are a gaming club, the Dangley Boys. We got several of their representatives here in the chat, and these guys put on a heck of a podcast. It's hilarious, and if you like Dangley jokes, that is the place for you to be.
Are in range.
Dangly.
All right, so we're gonna do one into the Nurglings.
In your honor, good sir. In your honor.
So, why did you choose dangly as a word?
I think the real question is, why would other people not?
Well, everyone else except them has done that choice, right?
You should at least get me when they're gone.
Okay.
Go ahead and do the rest of your
So,
Flames, 7 shots.
so everyone else that has not chosen that, why did you choose that?
Rolls. Tough 3, right?
This is an offensive question. I legitimately want to know the truth behind a dangle.
Yeah.
So 4 minus 2s.
Long story. It's a typo autocorrect we ran with. That's not a long story. That was a short story.
Did it have anything to do with Bjorn and his shorts?
Wow. He wears shorts, right?
The shortest. He makes Andrew Whitaker look like he's wearing long pants.
Wow. Not at all. Good.
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 Oh, this back in?
Yeah.
Oh, can he see them?
That's good news.
I know we're throwing out a lot of names here. We can't disclaim them all. Some of these people are local meta champions, local wannabes.
That's true.
So 9 storm hands.
He'd like to compete with Nick St. Armor for the shortest title. Is this Luscious Nick? I've heard this name before.
I don't know.
Not to be confused with Brown Magic Nick.
Oh, he says yes to what you said. Luscious Nick. That's his name.
I'm over.
It's a nickname.
I'm closer to him than
That he gave himself.
I don't know the. I've just heard.
So I'm gonna blast
But I don't know the facts.
Luscious.
Luscious.
It's
I say that about you sometimes.
You describe me as luscious?
Who wouldn't?
Lots of people.
Have you seen your man bun?
It's always about the man bun. Always about the man bun.
Tough 4.
That national gonna get cut off next week.
Oh yeah. If I lose to Brad, no, it won't get cut off next week.
2 damage.
It'll get cut off.
Oh, the
Take one.
25th, the week before.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
So what we're saying is there's a bet
Here's the iron.
on whether or not
Yep.
somebody's going to lose a game to Brad. Oh, I'd take that bet all day long.
3 minus. Yep. 1 damage pump. Alright.
Insert dangly joke. You guys ever plan on doing a tournament? Are you talking about Pro Tabletop?
We're gonna go here.
Question mark? I was so
We're gonna go
confused.
this
Yeah, I know. I did.
into those Nurglings first.
He can't see it.
Rookie Reggie.
Oh, fair.
Executioner.
Kondomu. Are you talking about Pro Tabletop or something else? Yeah. So.
Yeah, to both. I don't
So head on over to www.protabletop.com to get the skinny on what's happening. And the whole reason why we're doing this, and maybe it's a good time to recap. The whole reason why we're doing this Monday night, how to not lose or how to lose $5,000 is because
5K.
the top prize for the Atlanta 40K Open Pro Tabletop is $5,000 cash prize.
Cash money. 5 stacks, as
5
they
stacks.
say.
We have a $10,000 prize pool. This is the first ever officially sponsor pro tabletop events, and the people behind pro tabletop come from have a lot of experience in esports, and they realize that
And 40K.
and 40K. So they realize that Warhammer 40K and tabletop is in a great place right now. It's the crux of where the hobby has been probably in the last 20 years. And never has GW had so much support, and the addition is just amazing. The community is amazing. I mean, you've got all these events that are 200 plus events around the country. You've got the ITC, which is just an amazing independent tournament circuit. It was time for someone to step up and go pro with it. And so on the stream tonight, Mark Perry is one of the first ever officially sponsored professional 40K players. I know
Company Obey.
And he was picked up by the company Obey. Richard Siegler, who's one of the top.
His third.
Yeah, well, he's one of the top ITC players. Just won Nova. He's an incredible 40K player.
Played him twice.
And you lost both games.
The second game.
I don't want to hear your excuses. So anyway, what are you debating, Lupo? If not this year, do we need a dangly joke for Lupo?
You might need one.
Just saying.
We wish you could do it too, Hellbrick.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna fire.
We do.
So anyway, hopefully that answers your question in regards to this tournament. Go over to protabletop.com and check it out. You can get there through some of the links right here on Twitch. So and then part of this, like the end goal, like we got Mark and we got Richard doing their thing. We want to have about 16. Our goal is about 16 pro players to be sponsored. We have all these different organizations waiting to pick up these guys and sponsor them. And, like the idea is that we will actually have, similar to like Magic the Gathering or any kind of esports game where we got pro players going around the country doing these tournaments. And we're going to have multiple tournaments during the year, eventually. And we're going to have these guys. They're your pro gamers, man. Yeah, and this isn't a competition with any other format that's out there. There's lots of incredibly successful formats out there, like you have the biggest and the baddest of them all, the independent, the ITC. Well, I'm not talking about events in general. I'm talking about formats. You've got the ETC, you've got the ITC, you've got the Warzone, you've got the Nova, you've got the Adepticon, all these different formats of competitive 40K. And Pro Tabletop is we're not in competition with them.
We're pulling from everything.
We're supporting them. You know what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for people like Reese and Mike Brandt and all these guys that, Kelly Wallace from Atlanta, all these guys who paved the way, Pro Tabletop never would have happened. And so we want to take what they've done and just be a support for them, with the experience that the Pro Tabletop guys have in terms of their broadcast ability and the technology and the experience. How can we just make the hobby better for everybody? That's really the goal. How can it be a win-win for everybody? And if you've got pro players traveling around the country,
just playing 40K, they're going to become
celebrities.
Well, there's that, but like the competition will step up hugely. Like if all these guys do is play 40K, like they're going to become so incredible at the game.
Yeah.
Because now, like, you still have to do your job. You still have to do other stuff. But if you're getting paid,
right,
and that is your job, well,
right,
now you're on another level of the hobby.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's people in the chat. I mean, I'm gonna call out Nick Nadavati. This guy already is a pro player in everything but name only. I mean, he makes a career. His entire living comes from 40K. Maybe it's not his winnings at tournaments, but he's made a career out of it. And he's a relatively young guy, but this is what he wants to do. And if we can find a way to help someone like him achieve his dream to go out and just do this full time, man, how awesome is that going to be?
Fantastic.
Right? And so
and this is just the beginning. Like,
just the beginning.
Like this is our first tournament that we're going to be doing this year, and then like it is. I can promise you guys what's going to happen at the end of December 8th. Somebody's going to go home with 5K.
That's right.
Somebody's going to go home with $2,800. Somebody's going to go home with blah 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 all the way down. Next year,
I did get another character though.
Who knows what it's going to be?
It's going to be huge, guys.
And what's cool is, we're going to have that happen, and then we're going to do what we do to try and. When do you guys stream? Right now, we're streaming Mondays from 4 to 7:30. We're
going to be doing a podcast once or twice a week.
Yep.
Coming up the next couple weeks, we'll let you guys know about that. We'll send out emails and stuff. You guys want to listen to that? Or we'll be talking about meta stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, that's what we're doing right now.
But what I was saying was what's going to be really great is as these players start to gain more and more of a celebrity status and they become more accomplished and they become more public and there's a lot of things that we haven't been able to roll out yet. But as these things happen, when these players go to these other events, it's only going to be better for those other events too. Just like how players like Richard Siegler is not famous in any way, shape, form, or fashion for Pro Tabletop. Mark Perry's not famous because of Pro Tabletop. Right? They're famous because of the ITC. Right? The ITC has made them a name. They're famous because they've gone out and done the work and put in the time and the energy and the effort, and they've showed up weekend after weekend after weekend and have gotten the results. And now they're going to help Pro Tabletop get better. But what can we do to help the other events get better, right? So if we can promote these guys and we can make them so-called pro players, when they go to these other events, people are going to want to go to these events just because Mark Perry is there, just because Nick Nadavai is there, just because Richard Siegler, all these people are there. It's just going to be
Chris Blackham.
Chris Blackham. Apparently, Captain Jim Jam's arch nemesis. So it's just super exciting. It's a super exciting place to be in 40K right now. So Brad, give us some updates on the game. What's happening over there? Because we're really just distracting everybody.
We need 9 more people, guys.
9 more people, and Brad's going to give away one of those fancy schmancy maps.
I need a charge.
He's finally unveiling himself. He's coming out of the closet.
I am staying out of the stupid crater.
Mark, you finally coming out of the closet?
I'm finally coming out of the closet.
Good for you, man.
Adam would be proud.
Good for you, man. Are you nervous?
I mean, a little bit.
Is it?
I'm leaving my safe zone.
Yeah. Do you feel like? So tell me all your emotions as leaving the closet.
So there's a
lot of guns on the other side. We're on the south.
A lot of guns on you?
Yep.
Is that a metaphor for penises?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Could be.
Tally man.
So, is this your turn? Your possessed killed those scouts, and now they're ready to charge again, right?
Yes. They killed him during his turn.
Now here's an interesting thing, because Daniel doesn't have any man points. He's only relying on hitting on 5s.
Skill. Shut up.
Only relying on hitting on 5s for this Overwatch. So can he do enough damage with that big nasty in order to bring it down?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys left in that squad.
Soda God, we got Chaos, and we've got Iron Hands 2.0.
Can we pull the list up one more time for me? Here's the list. We can just scratch through those. It's Nurgles versus.
Okay, so you have
it's
two
Nurgle
models
versus.
on
Well,
the
it's not just Nurgle. It's like
it's mostly Nurgle.
It is mostly Nurgle.
Librarians have no invuln save on bites.
It can't totally be Nurgle though, because it's got some warp time in there. So if we see there, we got Demon Prince, we got Typhus, we got the Plague Marines. Biologus Putrefire, that's one of my favorite models.
Is that the Flamer guy?
That's the grenade guy.
Oh, the grenade guy. Oh, the Foul Blight Spawn is the Flamer guy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's got 3 of those.
He's got 16 possessed. He's got the Poxbringers and the Nurglings in our mod.
Hey, thanks for the compliment. These guys put in a lot of work to create this, the streaming platform, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah, we can't take any credit for that. We got Dylan back here. He's just a freaking.
My range is there.
We got Conrad back here. Actually, Conrad is steering the ship right now. Actually, he is. Listen, you avoided at least 3 icebergs so far.
Oh, go to camera number 1. Okay. Look at this.
He wants you to hit.
This is setting up the. Nope, not that one.
That's not camera.
Camera number 2.
He wants camera 2.
That's the one.
That's the one.
And of course, elbow right back in there. But,
man, get your big old elbow out the shot, Daniel.
Because doesn't count as like flat.
Daniel, get out. You move more in the shot.
I gotta move models. Why are you here?
Not you, Daniel. Daniel, get your arm out the shot. Oh my! Ew! Sasquatch.
What are you trying to get a shot?
We found the legendary Sasquatch, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, we're good.
Who knew that he was only 4'4"?
Go to camera number 4. Right here, you see Mark. He's lined up.
Unbelievable.
Got those possessed ready to run in there.
Unbelievable. All of the camping trips and all of the spotted little snapshots of this big tall thing. It's not a big tall thing. It's a hobbit with a lot of hair.
Hey, take it off me really quick.
Who knew?
So you just have the distance to get up there.
Oh my God.
Leave them on the ground floor.
Okay, cool.
You're wobbling on
Who knew,
Wobbly,
guys?
but not wobbly.
but you still have to have a distance.
It's all been answered, dude.
All right.
All the questions have been
Blessing on
answered.
them. Goes off.
I thought you were playing 40K, not Star Wars. You saw a Wookiee? That was a Wookiee.
Okay. Prescience on them. Goes off.
Where's this from?
Air one. Okay.
Try
Miasma on the Marines. Hurdles on the Demon Prince.
There you go.
Demon Prince has some trouble. Why are you making the mating call of my people?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. What we kept trying to do is we kept trying to
Casual
look from
Monday.
this camera straight through there. We weren't trying to get in your way.
Oh, no, you're good.
I can't.
He was asking me a question at the same time.
Oh yeah, no worries, bro.
Blades on them. Fails.
Oh man.
Warp a CP.
That's fantastic.
Plus veterans.
That was good stuff. That's quality
I got
entertainment.
Virgil Blessing off on them. So that's fine.
hang on.
That's quality entertainment right there, boys and girls.
I
42,
think it's
man.
gonna be-
8 more people, man, and then we got like an hour left, 30 minutes left or something for you guys to
Pull
hit.
out your phone, man. Just log in from Twitch right here.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna help you guys out.
We're gonna get to.
That's fine.
Hey,
I'm
between
gonna help you guys out right
between
now.
me and Damien, we can get it to 43.
I'm gonna pull it up to 43 right now. Hold up. Where's
All
my?
right, all right.
Blades.
Let's see by a show of emojis how many people have shared this
Then
on one of their social media
All right,
platforms.
here we go, guys. I'm
Let's see.
jumping on
Who's
here.
Perils on Typhus again.
Don't even need to
takes
log in
one,
on
discuss
Twitch
it,
Mobile.
I shared it on my Facebook page.
Man.
I hid it from public view, but I
time.
shared it.
Okay, look, I'm here, guys.
Oh, thank you for Russ 56. Because if you didn't share it, we're not going to count you in the. Oh, we're up to 44.
Yeah, it's because I jumped on my phone.
Oh, good job.
Prescience And
See, and I even said hi in
the
there.
blessing.
Thanks, Nebula.
So they're +1 to hit. Hitting
Oh.
on 2.
Sitting on 2.
Drow Gamer saw it on
Pretty much
Comp
running on
40K.
On,
+1.
He saw it on
Yep.
Comp
And-
40K.
You know, I'd like to see it.
Sevens
I'd like
are
to see it on
double
Drow Gamer's his own personal Facebook page. That's
So
where
we're
I would
gonna
like
do-
to see it.
He is
That's where
going
he
to
wants
give
to see
that
it.
one guy's again the ball of strength.
Thanks, Helbrick.
Okay.
Bam.
That is it for my tapping.
Oh, it's a gay face.
Boy. I perils twice.
Cornbread.
STD.
We got some cornbread.
Nice.
You gonna eat your cornbread, boy?
All right.
Oh my God.
So,
And now we're down to 40. Thanks, Damien.
Shooting.
Thanks.
No, we're at 43.
nothing in the rain there, nothing in the rain. Resources, everything there.
Mark losing too bad to share. Can't have the blame spreading too far. Oh, Nick Rose with a sick burn.
All right.
Hey, Mark, quit sucking. That's what they're telling you to do.
Nick Rose just said, "Quit sucking."
I'm working on it.
He's working on it. He said it very nicely, with a little shrug.
My life is just supposed to suck.
Wow, he said his life is mostly sucked as he came out of the closet.
Damien,
We're going to take
do you
those
think that
possessed
anyone really
children that
understands just how
Liberian-
famous Nick Rose really is? Like Darkwing right there.
No, I
Rose
don't
is
know.
kind of a
I
legend.
really like seriously. I know
looking
we
at
already
his
discussed
lessons
earlier.
as a
I'm old.
teenager.
But when I first got in the hobby, I mean, Darkwing was a name on forums of something that's not really around anymore.
One.
But man, like I heard about that guy forever ago in terms of just being a top tier competitive 40K player.
I got
And
it.
So
I'm going to try to do
it's cool to see people like that
Lined up
still
there.
around,
One dude just
yes,
needs to
taking
touch it.
names.
Taking the
Okay.
names.
6 inches.
Congrats on Battle for Salvation. Nice.
Into the ball track, dude.
Humble too, apparently.
Had to move out of his way.
He is no one. Well, you are someone. You're somebody's child.
He's one of my 3 losses at ATC.
Oh,
Oh yes.
that's a shame.
And his team went on to win the overall. So they had to go through your team too, didn't they?
Go here.
Did they? Did you guys play them?
Who are they?
That's Juice's
Dude
team.
there.
We did not play Juice's
Okay.
team. We played Team America.
Or it could have been Nick's team. No need to offend.
We are staying just over an inch. I want to see if the plague brains can charge there.
So something else is happening in the game right now.
Nothing is happening in the game. Pay no heed.
He says don't even watch it. 48, guys!
We're 48.
Two
Good
more
job, guys.
people.
48.
Good job, guys. 2 more people, and there's a Matt going home to somebody's house. No, I'm not going to SoCal.
Take it.
Neither is Price. We do have Colin.
Let me think. You're 2 inches
What's
up.
Colin's last name?
Watts.
Watts.
Yeah, 7.
He's going
there.
there.
So. Name 9.
Juice.
No.
Not by a lot.
Juice is a nice guy.
any.
Him and I shared cancer
Okay.
stories.
So.
You done charging?
How do you get the map?
over
Well,
here first.
there's a couple
Over there.
ways.
Okay.
If we hit
Over here
50
first.
viewers
Out of sight,
tonight,
out of mind.
I can't
we're
see.
going to give away a map. Other than
gonna
that,
come off
you can
second
go to
suggestible
Frontline
ones.
Gaming and you may purchase a mat via their website, which is a more sure way to
Charge
get
the
it.
thunder again. Gotta get that thing off my ass.
It is a more sure way to get it.
6, 7, 8, 9.
We're down to 2 CP for the old Mark Harry.
Hey, who wins?
4.
4?
You're good, buddy.
All of them.
Shut this off.
Hey! I fucking fell lost in there. Just take a standoff over there.
You want the back? I take it.
Yeah. I got the charge.
That's fine.
Roll the 9. Touch that fun fryer.
All right, guys.
You want just touching it?
Yeah, just within 1 inches of it.
Just within 1
As
inch.
far as away from any slight, probably on this end.
Did I answer your question?
I'll come adjust it when that needs. You'll be charged. Or when I activate. That's fine.
What do we have to do? I'm
Should be
telling you.
everything.
All you gotta do is just
You're
get
not space holes. You don't
2
get
more
6 inch.
people in here.
Nope, nope, nope.
Okay.
Mark is currently playing Chaos. Yeah, it's mostly Death Guard, and then he's got
I really don't need.
and
that,
he's
do
got
I?
Armon in
Are you
there.
done? Are you done charging everywhere so I can heroic?
Yep, and he's got Armon in there. That's about it.
Yeah.
Looks like Daniel's coming in hot. Look at him. Look at him moving that model with such surety. Look at that.
Confidence, bro.
You see that?
Over there, I'm gonna.
You see
Yeah.
that?
I'm gonna
It's
go
like
ahead and
watching
activations over here.
a wildebeest in its
One
natural
guy is
habitat.
right here, already at 1, so that's fine.
You guys
Down
like
to-
all those things?
You're right there. He is within
With,
4 there. So I can do 2. I can
You
do a
know,
total
Jeff
of
Corwin stuff.
4 dudes.
Good day,
on
mate.
on the library.
Here we
So that
go.
guy's within 1.
We're gonna
there.
watch
Bam.
as these two little antelopes
Go here,
look at each other in the
Here.
tall grass.
here. I'm gonna leave his bubble.
I'm not scaring anybody away. They're scaring themselves
I have to
away.
hold more models. Once the pile of them.
What level of terrain is currently on the stream table?
Alright.
So
I'm gonna do the vault Shanghai separate.
this is one of the
Number
this
of
is one-
attacks.
This is one of the higher ones. I don't
3,
think it's
so
the
4
highest,
each.
but it's
The vault
like
dude's gonna have
the second tier.
5.
you know?
Get rid of the ones. 4
It
bonuses
does,
because of
man. It's got
prescience.
winning squares all over, and they are accurate.
Guys, any of y'all chaos players, like remember Depths of False Emperor. Don't forget it.
He doesn't want you guys to forget Death of the
Plus
False
1 to
Emperor.
wounds. So these are 2 damage. These are 1 damage. All minus 2.
So 5's here.
Yep.
Saves 1, takes 4 from
Yep.
that. Here's the 5 up.
Yep.
He's taken. He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay.
Then this guy's gonna pile in and just tag. I have also tagged the tank, so you have free attacks. Yep. That doesn't matter there, but
But the tank's the only thing you can.
Side has pro, standard, and practice. Is that standard?
Hey, Bradley,
What?
is this terrain right now, is that the pro or standard? That's the standard paint job?
Pro. It's the pro. It's just the detail that's in there is the difference.
Right, ready?
Yeah. Okay.
This is on.
So
you.
what it has to do is actual is the cut of the
I recommend
terrains.
the middle tier.
Huh?
I recommend the middle tier.
Brad recommends the middle tier for purchase for yourself.
what's your
What level is the matte detail? It's the matte detail is just the matte, dude. That's the way all the mattes
Skill
look.
6.
All of them that come that we're using.
So they are T6 minus 1 to hit.
Every last one.
Boss, you have your attacks here.
Miasma didn't go off. You
Did
failed.
I saw it
That
fail
was
out.
the one you
Right. I rolled the double 6 on the barrels, I believe. Rolled the double 1s on the, what's it called?
double
on the,
ones and one.
double 1s on the blades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the
Gaming
this
Club
one
has a
was
bunch of
the-
them. Cool.
He took
Awesome.
the blades.
on double
Yeah, they're.
row.
And then, he took the
talking
blades on
about
double
terrain,
1s. And he took the double, he took
drow?
miasma on double 6s.
Yeah, they are highly detailed, man. Those mats are super sick.
What's up? Oh, yeah.
Those 1-inch squares,
I don't know.
those 1-inch squares, dark.
They just have.
Oh, 50. We just hit 50, guys.
Oh, we hit 50! We hit 50!
So one of them didn't go off.
Oh, crap. Well, we've been floating there for a minute, man.
No. Yeah, I mean, we're there.
We've been floating for a minute at 50, man.
Well done, guys. We hit 50 twice.
We hit 50 twice. I wasn't even paying attention. 51!
Over there.
It's gone, baby. 51.
It gets to 75.
75. There's
So-
terrain and the map.
So Brad just put some extra skin in the game. He said that
Extra
you
skin.
Oh, extra. Well, that's a dangly joke. We have to keep it simple for those guys. Anyway, so is the extra is if we get to 75, Brad's going to throw in built and painted a set of pro table.
One damage on that one.
They want the map.
Oh, Brad just Indian.
But if we got
Okay,
to
he
75,
just said no.
If we happen to do it, though.
Brad will do
Could
something.
we do something else as well?
Something.
Has to be 100? Okay.
ATL Lupo.
I said you had the axe.
ATL Lupo, you pulled down the mat. Congratulations.
ATL
You son
Lupo,
of a
you just
gun.
did it.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Take your swag and go, man. Get out of here, man. You freaking jerk. Oh, man. Congratulations, ATL Lupo.
There's melee.
I'm so proud of you.
Alright, so that turn.
So stinking proud of you.
Kill him to Nerd. We're gonna kill more. But I'm gonna hold one.
Who is it? What's your name, ATL Lupo? Who you is?
Because my pylon brought him up, and then my.
We should be messaging you. There you go. You can message us privately.
Because it's pretty much a 6F move. It just wasn't the same.
Mackenzie Earwig. You're a giga.
Leadership, they're fearless.
Oh, not Earwig. I was sitting way back, dude. Your last name's not Earwig. Get out of here. Ewing, baby.
Headhunter.
Yeah, it's Ewing. Ewing.
Ewing.
Yeah.
How do you not know that?
Because I thought it said Earwig at first.
Oh my gosh.
I said Mackenzie Earwig. Dude, you shouldn't be posting your name like that. That's crazy, dude. What if somebody sees that? You're nuts, man. This day and age, consider your identity stolen.
I've already screen capped it.
Yeah.
You get to 50. What's the highest count?
We're at 52 now. We're going to 100.
Besides ATC was.
To the east side.
We're about to hit 100, man.
We're about to hit a deluxe apartment in the sky.
So, look, if we get
That joke went over so many people's heads.
went over mine too.
I know.
If we go to 100, we do get a set of terrain painted, handed out as well.
We may have it. No, we don't.
Nobody wants to be Mac. Well, I'm so proud of him, dude. I'm proud of him that he won that. He put it out there. He was waving it around, and it got caught.
Wait a minute. Is this our Mac?
Yeah, he's from Giga. If you know Mackenzie
I know Mac.
Ewing.
I don't know Mackenzie Ewan, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
it's Mac.
not.
He says yes, it's
Yeah.
Mac.
Oh, heck yeah.
Who's Mac?
Mac, big guy.
I don't know that guy.
He played
I don't know him.
Death Watch at one of the Atlanta Gigazones.
That doesn't make it any easier for me. It's okay, though.
He played Knights at the last one, Chaos Knights at the last tournament we just had there.
Do you know Damien? Have you ever seen Damien before?
Oh,
Redheaded guy
no.
with a man bun?
Oh, you're not that Mac. Oh, that's a different Mac.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't know who that is?
Nope, I have no idea who this guy is.
He plays on Tuesday nights, though.
Thursdays religiously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't go then. That's okay, he does. So he's holding down the fort.
Hey, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you being here. And congratulations, Dynamite! So.
So I keep getting asked this question. I just got asked hit up on Facebook chat. since the war
on the
zone,
ground floor.
Atlanta is based out of Atlanta,
Yeah.
and then the general staff is a gaming club out of Atlanta,
Yeah.
and Pro Tabletop is out of Atlanta. People, they constantly ask, so like, are they all the same thing? And the answer to that question is no. No, they're not. There's actually no official connection between any of those. Warzone Atlanta is its own thing.
Can't get the foul blight spawn.
So
all
unofficially,
three of these.
Pro Tabletop will be doing the stream for
Yes.
Warzone Atlanta.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that, we are affiliated in that.
Yes. But from a ownership and organization, no, not in any way. And what Pro Tabletop does not affect Warzone. What Warzone does not affect Pro Tabletop. They scratch two different itches. You know, Warzone Atlanta has a very specific.
It's just a big party.
It's a big party. That's arguably the biggest party of 40k, and that's what it wants to be.
Arguably.
And so, well, the SoCal Open people say that they're going to make the biggest party.
That's why I said arguably.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to argue.
And
that.
Pro Tabletop is scratching a different itch. It's
who's the best.
Arguably who's the best. Let's
not arguably.
Well, I mean,
Eventually, we want to know who's the best.
That
in the world.
is true.
That's
That
the
is
goal,
true.
right? Like worldwide.
Kelly is awesome. Kelly is awesome. He is the official rules lawyer of 40k.
I gotta see.
In my opinion. In my opinion, doesn't really matter.
Arguably.
He's hated.
Arguably. But
Plus 2 charge or just rerolls?
I said so. So it is.
Over there.
So here's a guy
let's
that
go to psychic.
is an attorney in real life, and then at the same time is the guy that everyone calls on for the most part to come and answer their rules question.
Tally man. Okay, so someone.
He's good at doing research. That is all arguably true.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, the Monday night Pro Tabletop podcast, where things are arguably true and arguably you can learn how to lose $5,000.
No, that's one thing that's not arguable.
That's correct.
This is how you come to learn how to lose $5,000.
So again, for those of you just joining us, who do you think is going to lose $5,000 tonight? Is it going to be Daniel Hester's?
So Daniel's currently
The Harry Hobbit of 40k, or is it going to be
9-7 right now? The bottom of 3.
What you doing? Is he closer to him?
or is it going to be
okay, if you want to, make sure.
the sweetest,
The bearded
We'll closer here, but you want to do it?
beauty, Mark Perry.
I thought
The
you meant,
bearded
like,
beauty,
he's
Mark
closer to
Perry.
you. Okay. We'll say it was there because you guys just adjusted the face. So I'm going here. One more.
Hey Daniel, how much time do you guys got
Go
left?
ahead. Or no, I haven't done.
nobody cares.
I stopped it because I plus 1. Paramount stopped it.
They both ran out of time.
They actually they didn't. I went over there. They had like 30 and 40 minutes. Apparently they had a couple, at least one quick turn. Nice.
Good job, guys.
Nick Rose is putting his money down on Mark Perry.
Yeet.
Saying, "Oh yes."
Oh, please, the legend. Or try. Or die trying. Either way.
Either way, that's you're trying.
All right, shooting.
That's all
I'm
that
trying.
matters.
That's what matters, right?
Shooting phase.
Goodbye, possess your
As
self-board.
as
2 plus
Bruce
here.
Wayne's father
Yeah,
once told
yeah.
him, what do we do when we fall off the horse?
Over here, they.
What
They
horse
have
did we
modifiers.
fall off?
I
That
don't
was
know.
what I
Have
was.
five-
Yeah.
okay, you do have quite a fly.
What do you do when you do?
You get back
no,
on.
not
That's
flip
what
that
you
card.
Second fortress is a 5.
Just same thing I do to you every night.
Yikes, that was a gay joke.
All right, cool. Here we go.
What you roll?
It was a dangly
I had
joke.
5.
You have 5? I'm trying to
A dangly gay joke.
I deny it.
No.
Cool.
Are they one in the
Do
same?
you know what a synonym is?
Yep.
So it's one in the same.
Yeah, protocols on himself.
Okay.
It did just get spicy, Lupo
Yeah. That's
or
fine.
McKinsey.
So here we go. Let's shoot some.
Oh.
stuff.
I'm gonna call you McKinsey
Oh, so
from now on.
apparently
Is that okay?
Mark Perry needs a
guys-
hotline that gets him to Jim Vessel. That is for losing, by the way.
Okay, I'm cool with this either way. I just like to fight.
Cinnamon.
So 3 guys.
No,
Is that
that's
a
the
roll?
color of Damien's
2
hair.
guys down.
Oh,
Oh crap!
oh,
Jim Vessel just posted his number.
Oh, here he is,
Call
ladies
him
and gentlemen.
anytime, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
the number one player in the ITC, Jim Vessel in the house.
I'm gonna call you right now.
Yep, 1 move.
Is that 867-5309?
That's got to be a Canadian
Just
number.
damage. Because I have a 7 up 6 1. Okay.
That's got to be a Canadian number.
We need a play-by-play. All right, I'm going to go over to the table and see if I can get some play-by-play action happening.
He wants to
I have
play
a
by
shit ton
play.
of characters.
Oh,
One's over here.
2 moves, AP.
Mark, keep it PG, man.
What?
No, just do your thing. All right.
Over here. Flame on and
Yeah.
melt on him.
Yep.
Text it and find out. Are you challenging
So it looks like
me
the
to a text off
Tech
right
Marine
now?
is flaming.
Because Jim, I'm telling you, I will text you right off.
Technically, yes. These Nurglings are trying to assault the Thunderfire cannon.
Wounds, melted and wounds.
Melted on fails. Can you roll more than a 1?
That's got to be a
Here
Rick
comes
Roll
melee,
line,
melee.
right?
Yeah,
On the wound.
I'm gonna assault you.
60% of the time it works every time. You know what I mean?
Right.
That doesn't happen much.
Coming at you with some ham and eggs.
Let's go
breakfast?
Dreadnought.
Food. I like food.
Now it's a quote from Anchorman.
So Daniel's doing Overwatch right now.
Everyone
I
text
know.
Jim for a list review.
2 wounds here.
2 wounds. AP3.
Nothing. Yep.
3 ups.
Okay.
Damage.
1.
1.
1 damage.
Okay. Here's the last cannon to go.
Las cannons.
I get to reroll this because of protocol.
He's
Yep, I
rolling
failed the first
because of
one.
protocols.
Okay. So you fail that one.
Yep.
4 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Ooh, 4 damage.
Next thing we're gonna do is stalker rifle into a Zest guy.
Yep, yep.
Oh yeah, here we go,
Reroll
guys.
once. Hits.
You can't help Mark.
-2.
Good.
Next thing we're gonna do is same thing here from the
The
captain.
next thing he's going to do is the same thing here.
Captain shooting regular shooting.
And reroll once.
Real ones
because
for
of lieutenant.
lieutenant.
That's what he just said, guys.
Big boy here. Same thing.
Big boy.
The Iron Father.
The big one.
He called him the big boy.
3 hits. Looks like 3 wounds.
He hits
3
3
wounds. Lose 2.
Oh man, good job for meeting our goal tonight, guys. I'm really proud of everybody
5 guys here.
putting it in there.
Yep, yep.
They are all in rapid fire. 1, 2, 3.
Look at that! Look at that dice in the back of that.
Those are infiltrators.
in the
Going to be
back of
shooting
his
right now.
little backpack there.
They rolled in.
Jim, change it.
What gives them reroll ones?
Cat.
Nice. Excellent.
Mark's magic and
Lieutenant. Real ones.
I think he may be out of range.
He may just be out.
Oh, he's good.
Okay, cool. 4.
Converted. Yep, 4 total.
I take a wound.
It's a wound.
Let's go down here.
Double tapping all there.
Yeah. I'm gonna love tap all that down there. How many guys are left?
5?
5 total.
Yep.
Five whole guys, eh?
5 whole guys.
Well, well, well.
See that, right? So it's pretty much everything's gonna be on them. You want me to
It's good to have all of you here, man. Like, what a great community we have where we can all kind of get together and talk and, watch these two idiots play these games and, learn how to not win $5,000.
Storm Bolter and Bite Bolters.
Okay.
All into that guy.
And by the meaning of idiots, that is totally endearing. It means I love them.
2 wounds?
No, he doesn't.
You ought to hear what I call my
two
wife.
Okay, 2.
Sorry.
You ought to hear what she calls him.
Yep. Disgusting.
But
I thought you meant like 4 shots.
Oh, no, you're good.
take a swig.
All right, so let's see what we
Oh, I'm swug. It's swug. Oh man. So,
take. 2 wounds each.
Yep.
little side
All right,
note.
I'm gonna go 1.
How many of you guys
One
are
downtown
going
here.
to be actually attending, that are in the chat right now, are going to be attending the Pro Tabletop event?
Typhus is right here.
Raise of hands. Raise of hands for all of you that's going to be actually attending it. Let's see.
You're on top
What
of it.
round is it? It is currently round
Over 18.
3, going into round 4.
I'm gonna blast Typhus.
It's bottom of 3.
Okay.
with 10
Top
shots,
3.
and then with 10 shots. Okay.
Gotcha.
So we got
Bottom
one.
of 3. Bottom of 3.
Fleet of 3.
Fleet of 3 will be there.
Yeah, yeah.
And where can we?
So to God, we're talking about the Pro Tabletop Open on December 5th. If you go to protabletop.com and you check out all the goodies over there, you'll know. This really is the reason why for this podcast.
So what is that, 6? Do you get cover on this one for being obscured or no? I can't remember. 4 ups.
Hopefully this week.
You fail a lot.
Okay, we'll follow up for that, Naomi. But hopefully this week.
That's bad.
That's real bad. He is Dead on the dot. Well, yeah.
You'll be holding up the bottom tables. You're waiting for the amateur tabletop open.
You know what, though? Just because it says pro tabletop, that doesn't mean you
It's
shouldn't
open
be
to
there.
and that's why it's called the Atlanta Open.
It really is, because the on the last, and I'm not, forgive me for not being as familiar with the format, but if I remember correctly, there are going to be groups in the later days of the tournament, and you can compete for prizes in your group. So even if you're somewhere in the middle or you're somewhere further down in the pack, you're still going to be competing for prize support.
You're right about that.
Right, so someone who's not necessarily the top tier competitive player or pro player or whatever, you can go to these events and you can still get something. You can still compete and walk away with a prize or some recognition. And the worst case scenario, you're going to get 9 games of 40K over 3 days.
Well, and I would also kind of, you're right, and I also think kind of adding to that, if I may, I think that the chance to be able to play these people that are going to be our pro gamers, I mean, you're going to learn so much out of those games, and if your goal is to become a better 40K player, which you go to these tournaments to test our mettle, right? Like that's the purpose. So like going here and you get to play against Nick or Mark or Chris Blackham or Richard Siegler or Jim Vessel. You get to play or whoever is going to be coming to these things in the future. Like going to these things, like you're going to be able to test your mettle, and the amount of learning that you'll get out of those games is going to be huge, right? Like
100%. And another thing too, sometimes there's a misconception like, oh, I'm going to go to this event, it's just going to be a bunch of power gamers, or it's just going to be, I'm going to have a bad time, I'm new. The reality is, the people that play 40K at a high level are some of the best people you will ever meet, because, sure, there are bad apples out there, but out of the last 15 competitive 40K games that I've played, I've had one bad game, and that was. It was not the norm, right? That was an abnormality.
You got first activations?
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here first because you're not gonna do
Yeah.
anything.
So it was the best games of 40K I've had have been against competitive 40K players, because they know the rules, they know the game, they're willing to pitch in, they're willing to help out. Sure, you might lose a game again and again and again and again, but so what? You're learning, and these people are helping you get better. It's to me. Competitive 40K is the epitome because of the people that are doing it. It's bad is the what's the word? The one out of a many, where fun is the norm.
So Condomo, we will be having that go live this week. We just gotta get it going, and then we'll get that Discord going for you guys, okay? So we can talk. We're getting it going in baby steps, and then we're gonna have that podcast that we'll be doing here, where we'll be talking to people and interviewing people and talking about stuff, upcoming stuff, meta stuff, and blah 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 blah.
One. Free up. We're good. Go ahead and just do your stuff over there.
I've been trying to hit 1,000 for months. I've been like 10 away for
You played against Mark's Sludge. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
This guy's
He is a nice guy.
Go ahead and do your stuff over there.
I'm sure you had a good game. I bet you also learned something out of that game as well. Kurt Klaus, best opponent you've ever played.
I'd second that. He is the best opponent I've ever played. That guy is.
Is that the guy that I played?
That's the dude you made love to on the screen.
I did.
You did.
Dude, no. Who's this? Let's see, 40K Dad. New Jersey 40K Dad. Yeah, he's super nice, man.
Oh my God, he is amazing.
The price is actually correct. At ATC, we almost made out.
Yes, yes.
It was close.
Yes. If you both weren't married and heterosexual, you probably would have. Yeah.
Yeah, if those two things weren't in the way.
Yeah.
It would have happened. You're right.
Totally.
Because Italian man was in the ring.
Couple boxes that weren't ticked.
Hey, but I'm just saying,
No, you're just. That's
times 2, so D free extra tax.
What's with the objective placement?
So this is. You want?
No, all right, so are you talking about just where they are on the game? So Pro Tabletop, which used missions that were inspired by the ITC Tournament Champions Pack, and
So static deployment of all.
so all the missions have static deployment types. And so all the objectives are pre-placed prior to. And based upon the way we designed the terrain, we didn't want any of the objectives to be underneath or overlapping any of the terrain features. So if you'll notice...
We didn't want you to be able to hide in this building and holding this objective.
Right. So if you'll notice on the board, you'll see all of these different circles. Here, here,
That's right.
here, and underneath here. So for the different mission types, those all represent different objective places.
Right here?
And so then we have these cool mousepad objective markers that we get from, who is it?
3D6 gaming.
3D6 Gaming. And these are just custom with a Pro Tabletop logo on them. But we use those just so there's no measuring. It's very easy. Are you on the objective marker or not? If you are, you're holding it. It's not. It's then you're not.
One of our, and Price is completely right. And one of the things that we do, like for the terrain or anything, if your base is actually touching any part of this, like, so if you're you don't even have to be on it. I mean, if your base is like right up here, let me draw a better picture. If your base is like, so let me see. If his, so like for this dude right here, if he had this just like right there where I put that little tiny yellow mark, like right there. Oh, not right there.
Hey, Brad.
I can't really
This
do it
thing's
with my
battery's
finger.
low.
I'm gonna use
Go
a
ahead and mark your stuff. and
Use your
also talk
penis.
to me.
Hell
Use-
yeah.
Oh, we got paused the
Use the
entire time,
stylus.
actually. Oops.
like a human.
Just reset it.
What do you need me to do?
You got a mark for death, yeah.
You need me to move a time, did you say?
Well, the timer's been actually we paused it because that one thing, but it's about to die.
Yes, he's gonna go for it.
Okay.
No, go back. We're going to draw on the screen.
All right.
Yeah,
So
he gets it. Logan gets it. He says, I get it. Toe in.
So you max out hit
it's not even toe in.
You mark typhus. Yeah. Oh, no,
It's like if your base is
You mark
touching,
Yeah.
Yep.
then it
So you
counts
got
as
2
being
marks,
being on there.
and you got currently 3.
Excellent question.
Yep.
It is an excellent question, but now you know the answer.
All right.
Logan.
So move them up 5.
Cordova. You Russian? Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible. People are people, and competitive gamers are going to abuse anything and everything you give them. But that's kind of the nature of winning. I don't mean that as a dig. So, I mean, we're min-maxers by choice, and so sure. But you know, this is version 1.0 of the Pro Tabletop missions, terrain, gaming board. You know, it's going to grow. It's going to evolve. You know, this event, just like anything, it's our first one. There's going to be a lot of mistakes made, but there's also going to be a lot of learning. And so, sure, people are going to build armies that are going to take advantage of this table.
And rightly so.
We expect nothing less. You know,
and like that is so again with like a football field, right? Coaches, like they all have the football field to use,
right?
And yet they still come up with new plays and new innovative things. Like, how many years has football been going?
It's been a lot.
A lot, right? Like,
it's been a lot, Bob.
Probably like 100 years.
At least.
Would you say about
yeah,
that?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So maybe like 100 years of playing this game, right? And people are still coming up with new and innovative ways to make the game more interesting, right? Like, so that, I mean, that's what we want, dude. Like, we want people to be like, okay, if he does this by turn 3, which he should with this army, then I need to be here, right?
Right.
That creates this competitive nature, and the only thing that's going to change it is dice.
Right, and player skill. I mean, you know, so it's can you think 3 moves ahead? Do you have the depth in your thinking to and in your list design, in your tabletop, in your execution, all of those things, you know? And then on top of that, we're going to have active judging. We're going to have judges that are actively going to participate in the game. Referees, excuse me. I always say that wrong. This is why I'm on the B team of broadcasting.
He's just out of my range. Don't worry about him. That could just be game.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
What time here?
That's my Michael Buffer voice.
That's really good.
He's gonna go ahead
pretty
and
good.
press it real fast.
Sounds good.
I can hold it out for, you know, a second. We're past that point.
No, man.
I should have done it at the beginning.
Come on, man. Do
No.
it, man.
Ding, ding, ding.
Please,
Negative.
please.
These people don't want to hear it.
Do you guys want to hear?
There's only 34 people. You
doesn't-
realize
We're gonna do
the
blades
only
from-
way that we got to 50 was all the people on the chat literally pulled their phone out
No
and just
me asked,
doubled
no
it.
more.
Well, whatever.
First one, shrink it up.
It works.
Okay.
We're about min-maxing. We just got talking about that.
That's true. I would expect
So-
nothing left in a pro tabletop stream. But wait a minute,
So I
this
guess
is
I'm
casual
count fast.
Mondays. This is
300 aggressive
See how many
versus
guys within 11 inches currently?
hilarious for an orc player.
I think
Yeah, it would be
everyone but,
pretty
like,
funny.
You know what's funny, Darkwind, is the other day, and I'm sure you as a top tier competitive player have already done this. I got out my trusty Photoshop and got a repulsor and started to map out.
You're such a nerd.
I'm such a nerd. How many models would it take to literally block a repulsor from moving? Right? Let's shut down that Iron Hands parking lot. And 32 millimeter, it can block out one side of the repulsor because it can only move 10 inches.
Right.
Right? And it's 4.5 inches wide. So if it tries to fly over you, if you have two Space Marines in coherence, one that's within an inch of the model, and then the base, and then 2 inches, and then another one, it literally cannot fly over them and be out of 1 inch. So if you take that and expand it, and you bring in enough guys, you can bad touch those repulsors and they can't fall back.
It's interesting.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but how many points would that Space Marine army be?
We have to pop the grenade trap. We have to
It's
pop
5 Space
veterans.
Marines, so you'd need 15 to block all 3 if you could
everyone's
surround
on
them
the
properly.
executioner.
I mean, you certainly need a lot more than
I do
that.
get
You got to
one
get through the
feedback.
Overwatch. You got to get through all the other
So I'm at number one.
factors, right? But you take that army, that 300,
Okay.
you take that
it's
300
14d6.
Gretchen, right? That could definitely spell a bad day. All you got to do is touch those tanks one turn and spread out, and it's a done deal. I saw Nick Nadavai do this to such amazing precision at Warzone Atlanta last year. He's playing against a guy who's playing Yanari bikes, the old Yanari, the ones that could move like all the way across the table. And he had a big unit of Hormigons, and there was a unit of Talos. And Talos are arguably really good against Tyranids. And so,
Arguably.
oh, they're fantastic. There's no arguing about it. Let's just say. And so I'm looking at this. I'm like, man, these Talos are perfectly placed to really cause Nick a problem. And Nick's like, you know what? I'm just going to take these Hormigons. I'm going to move them. And then I'm going to Swarm Lord move them again.
So what I'm gonna do is.
And then I'm just going to completely surround these
ones don't
Talos.
count
Not
for the
going to
second
engage. I'm just going to surround them, spread out. His Talos only move 8 inches. And so he blocked them so they couldn't fly over the Hormigons. And so they were stuck. He left openings so they could back up, but that's in Nick's favor. That's a massive.
gonna go ahead and roll the
And so he just immobilized him for a turn, killed other elements of his opponent's army, and then on the next turn, he sent in the Old One Eye and the Swarm Lord and the Gene Stealers, finished those Talos off, and went on to go 5-0 at Warzone Atlanta. Master.
Well played, Nick.
Well played.
Okay. So you have.
So we're looking
11
here.
mortal wounds, and these are minus nothing, 2 damage.
The bottom of 4.
11 of those.
Hey, you guys did you not kill anything or hold anything in your last turn, Mark?
He got kill holes. I think we just skipped the turn. No, it should be.
You
turn
killed
4.
something. I'm saying you killed something and held something, right?
Yeah, turn 3. I just forgot. I killed, hold, and hold more.
Okay.
All right, somebody, yep,
He got
perfect.
kill more. 10 mortal wounds. And then 10 armor saves.
So that makes us 15 to 10 right
These
now.
are 2 damage each. He gives him +1 strength.
15
and,
to
damage,
10
And 6 plus the
15
wounds
to
are
10.
mortal wounds in addition.
in the favor of our
Veterans make
local
it spot.
Daniel Hester.
You know,
What?
DJ Hester's, he's consistent if nothing else.
He is consistent.
He puts out a hard game of 40K.
Still can pull it out.
So 13, so I have the ever 20.
What are you talking about, Lupo? How to not have kids?
22.
In your mouth.
Oh, y'all are messed up. Y'all are sick, man. Bunch of sickos. Bunch of sickos.
Is that another dangly joke?
Maybe. I don't know where the line gets drawn where it crosses into dangles.
Because of the
Oh.
I don't know them well enough to say like we've hit the dangle zone.
If it doesn't make you cry when it goes past your teeth, it's not big enough.
So you have
Yikes. That was a dangle zone joke?
12 mortal wounds. And then 12 saves.
No.
He was talking about dangle jokes, but I think he referenced a phallical member.
Mortals kill. Yeah, mortals kill.
So currently right now, we're in Mark's turn.
There's a lot of green guys on Daniel's side, and the big black tank just blew
24
up.
mortal wounds from the grenades on the next.
That's
unit.
official
Nice.
sportscasting.
Did he, so it blew up the tank, right?
So that part.
So Repulsor
24
Executioner
mortal
just got
wounds.
picked up, looks like in combat. Was that the second
try
unit?
to-
That was 24 mortal wounds from the Plague Marine
He's got it.
grenades.
The grenades. Now, does that do mortal wounds on a 4-up or a 5-up with all
We're
the buffs?
charging
I know you get
everyone
veterans
with
and blades.
The lieutenant.
Blades doesn't matter for that.
Or that's combat.
So it would just be the mortal wounds coming from
Everyone but the
veterans,
lieutenant.
which would be 5s and 6s will do mortal wounds. Do you have Arch Contaminator around them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 47 shots sitting on 2 drilling ones.
So they're Prescients, veterans,
Vets, and the grenade dude's close
and the
by.
grenade dude, and the Biologous Putrefied.
Yep.
Yep. So you got 24 mortal wounds. Yep. That's what they'll do.
2 wounds.
40 something shots hitting on 2s, rolling 1s,
So 6s.
wounding on
Half damage.
4s
2
with
damage each,
veterans.
So, and
Actually,
First dude,
yeah.
second dude.
So, and here's another
We're all failed wounds.
CP management, right? So when you think about it, Space Marines have a 5-up,
4
basically
as
a
you see
negate
on 5.
the mortal wound stratagem that they can play on a vehicle, right? So,
I am
you know,
in 5.
if Daniel had, you know, maybe some of those CP left, that maybe not would have.
Yeah, maybe though. But so we're talking 33% of 24 mortal wounds though. It still catches him, right?
Well, he's on the cusp now. This is a. Do you get your 6-up feel no pain after the 5-up, or does it?
You don't get both.
You don't get both. That's right. All right. So really, it's right on the line. If it goes a little bit in Daniel's favor, he survives with 1 wound, because
What's 33?
66% of 24 is 16, and that's a
Also,
16 wound
all of them
boat.
are just the normal saves.
And they're 2 damage apiece, right? Yeah.
Oh,
So he's
negative.
also got to do the saves. That's
Yeah.
just mortal.
No, it's dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. It's dead. I
Every
rescind.
3 up he fails.
Yeah.
I've done the math. They killed him on shooting.
Is 2.
You died.
2 damage.
Yeah, you should have shot that unit earlier, Daniel.
Yeah, that was a mistake, Daniel.
He did shoot him.
Should not have left that
What if
unit
Hurricane is not
alive.
going to kill you like
Watching the game or talking shit because they had Cloud of Fire.
We love you, Dave.
All right. I got no overcharges, so I'm going to actually here first.
I'm assuming that you guys both have around like.
Hey, man, I play Iron Hands 1.0, okay? I don't know about you.
Tell that noob over there on the mic get good.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm the noob.
Oh, he's talking about me.
Whatever.
Sorry. Distracting the players.
No one cares about the clock anyway. They all just want to know who wins.
Production does care about the clock.
3 inches, not 4.
If you're
15 minutes on Mark and 13 on Daniel.
13 and 15. We got 13 minutes on Mark.
No, 15 on
15
Mark,
minutes on Mark. 13 on Daniel.
Jinx.
We're trying to get
We
you
hit
viewers,
a
son.
sensitive spot there with Daniel just then.
It's okay.
He said for me to get good.
Good, good.
I'm going to do the frail with.
Have you ever beat Daniel at the
1 frail
tournament?
on each?
Hold
Yeah.
on. You done
that?
doing
I have.
everything?
Did you get lucky?
All right, cool. I'm gonna heroic.
No, I just
Over
had AdMech.
Over there?
Destroyer
You
bomb
did not
stuff.
declare him.
Not him. He was over 3 inches. Well, no,
This
3
luck doesn't matter at that
So,
point.
So you did.
Just
you got
that
it.
model's gone and that
You gonna
model's
back
gone
up
and
or
that
not?
model's
yeah,
gone.
just go ahead
and
and
that
put me
model's
where
gone.
that unit is. That's
Do you
fine.
even play 40k, bro?
Because I forgot to ask you if you have
Not really.
Set me up a little bit.
Not unless
Not
it's
just-
easy mode.
So
Okay.
let's do a resource check right now. So Daniel's Leviathan is on Mark's side
It's
of the board.
15 to 10.
And then looks like we've got the tactical war suit holding down the objective in the upper left-hand corner. Looks like a unit of, those are probably infiltrators that are holding those 2 objectives on the left side.
Okay.
Daniel's got another dreadnought
Yeah, go ahead.
down here at
I should
the
be over
bottom.
3 inches from any position.
Dreadnought's
So
character.
right now,
Dreadnoug's character, yeah.
Daniel's got some pretty good board control.
He's got 3 objectives to
Just gonna
3
readjust that
objectives, right?
You know,
So they're
the
tied on objectives.
the Plague Marines they're deep into, Daniel's backfield over here, but question is, are they going to be able to come out and threaten these units?
Damn.
Not really, because that dreadnought up there that's about to, that Leviathan's
Fine.
going to cause him a lot of trouble.
So we got.
They will this turn, right?
Two
Because
fails.
this unit here,
I'm going to put 1
I
on
don't
each.
see anything on the board that's
Pharaohs first.
preventing it from shooting anything else. But he's got another turn before he can get into these
Prescience,
Plague
or
Marines,
no,
and
this is number attack.
you know,
That's what I'm doing.
I don't believe these
Two
Plague
D
Marines
free,
can
this
make
one
it
is.
back far enough to threaten
5
that
attacks.
dread.
I'm popping that 1 CP for
And with a
veterans.
5-inch
Could you get
move,
from
no.
me, please?
I mean, no, and Daniel's got to be careful here. He
'Cause
needs
we
to
know-
he needs to withdraw.
And we know
Sorry.
it's
I
where you
wasn't
drew your
legal.
line, like, we
That's
know
free
this
D3
is
extras.
6 inches.
So it's
Right.
7 extras.
So, like,
I'm going to just go ahead and do
You
these
know.
first.
As opposed to this, which is what I thought 6 inches.
Strength 6.
Oh, that's a different joke. Angly.
so
I know, I real
these
bad.
are 7 inches.
Failed
Oops.
those 2 anyway.
Are you talking about the
He's T5, and I'm moving him
oh,
on.
okay.
So that's
I got
7 inches
blades. I
all the
got
way
+2
across in
wounds.
diameter on
So,
that. And so
Gotta
he's
take
got to
2 more
go.
wounds on him.
He's all the way down.
So he's
there's
got to
no
go
way
13 inches to get to here
to there.
Then these are
with a
minus 2.
5-inch movement. He can't even.
No way.
He could advance
But what does that do?
6 plus 5.
Then he just gets shot by the Leviathan anyway.
Yeah,
It's all no bueno. Mr. Perry.
it'll be interesting.
Go, and then the
It
extra
seems
7
like
because
the
that's
Iron
the
Hand nerf, maybe or maybe not,
As long as it
was
isn't
appropriate.
Actually,
I don't think it was a
sorry,
nerf. I think it was.
Can I move him back a little bit?
I mean, certainly
Okay.
by
I have
it's
one guy
definitely
just
a nerf.
hung on right here.
strictest by
I just, when
strictest
you came over here and
definition,
jumped,
it
I
was
had
a
to go
nerf.
for my
But
check. So I
I
walked
think the 1.0 was not good for the meta. I think where they're at now, it feels like a really good book, and it feels appropriate
Yes,
for the
4
rest of our
mortal
40k meta.
6/6. Yep.
But what do I know?
2 more.
I'm on the B team broadcast.
But the 18 players.
Minus 2. 'Cause the
Sometimes.
deck is these are the extra frail.
I mean, if you look me up on the ITC rankings, I'm way down there. I think I have 666 ITC points.
You're 666.
I am the mark of the beast.
Holy moly.
So, she's dead.
Holy moly. If your joke
You ever
involves
produce
taking
here
the
that can go
lowest
on
hanging
a film?
fruit and making a
That's 4 and 4.
sexual joke, it's a
Cannot fit on
dangly
him.
joke,
So the
Damien.
last frail.
I get it now.
This is
Consider
this
me
guy-
dangled.
This guy was that guy. Okay. So 4 attacks.
Your phone was
I'm
dying,
going
so I
sleeping.
made it go
Thank
sleep.
you.
We
I
don't
actually
have
did need that to.
Okay. 2s. 3 mortal wounds. And then 7 saves minus 2s. Oh, minus 2 damage. Does a regular captain have a 2 up? Does he have a 4
The
up?
regular
Yeah,
captain has a 4 pin bone save.
2 damage.
Swing into the
you got
captain.
2? Yeah, 2 more. That's it.
You have flails on those blade marines?
Yes.
So he takes 3 total.
3 total. And then how many mortal wounds did he take?
He took 2.
2. Okay.
I was impressed with the
3
damage output
wounds, he
with
has
the
oh, he's
flails.
primaries. Okay, so I have to roll the other
I
guys.
watched your game you
So the
had last
mace-
week,
They're
and
psycho.
it's impressive.
They'll do a lot of damage.
this
Surprise
one-
you with the damage they'll put out with those flails.
+1, -1. So we roll that one because it's the 1. 2 bonus, or 1 bonus.
Listening to
Goes off.
TJ Lanahan, and I think he was
2s.
on
3 -1, free damage.
he was on one of the podcasts, or maybe somebody was discussing his list. And
The mace
Bloodborne
and the axe.
Terminators.
Right.
And those guys coming in with the flails and you know keeping them near
Okay.
the middle of the pack, and just how
And
much
these
damage they
guys
could
are gonna
do.
just
they
track
could-
this
they could-
dude?
Again, using that word arguably, pick up a knight. You know,
High
just by
five him.
themselves with the sheer buffs you could put on them, the mortal wounds,
Bam,
the
bam,
number of
bam.
swings.
You put blades and veterans on those dudes and they charge a knight.
I have
It's
2
impressive.
maces and 2
Okay.
frails.
Say it again?
I have 2 maces and 2 frails in there.
Those maces it's a mace and an axe combination, and they do flat 3 damage a pop.
Right.
They're handy just like against random characters.
They're great. You can only have 2 in the unit, though.
Yeah, but you're able to take 2 of them and 2 frails.
Right.
Like if I can take 4 frails every day.
Over here.
I like the maces are also -1 to hit, which kind of sucks.
They are, but pressing helps counterbalance that.
It's true.
And the tally man reroll is gonna hit roll.
It's true.
So free or strength on you.
4.
T5, so only 2 wins.
Oh, yes.
Yep. AP. 3 up. 5 up. Okay.
Disgustingly resilient.
There is no feel, no pain
Yep, I
anymore.
got first activation.
That has been removed
All three
and
hit.
renamed.
It is a
All
bespoke.
right, you got 2 wounds minus free 2 damage because I rolled 6s.
We were clever with our words.
Well worded, sir.
Do you think anyone's actually listening anymore?
2 damage.
At this point, are they all
Because I
just
rolled the
like,
6s. They're variable detachments.
are they tapping out?
This is what they come here to listen to.
No one has made a comment in at least 13 minutes.
Actually, I should
Okay.
have first, but it didn't matter.
Why would you go first?
That's okay.
Times on him.
Oh,
Maybe we haven't said
wounds.
anything comment
3
worthy.
wounds.
That's
Kill
fair.
him.
Fair
Heal
enough.
2. Take 2.
Too much dangle.
No,
that
no,
means he
you,
got
you
one.
keep, it's, well, I don't know. We may
Yes,
have a
4
different
wounds,
audience because if you've ever listened to a
Blood Marines
Dangly
cannot
Boy
fail.
podcast, it's nothing but dangly jokes
So you
and some
killed
clever commentary.
1, 2, 3 units. I killed 1, 2, 3, 4.
Killed
So
4
I get
units.
kill more?
So
We hold
Mark
for time?
Perry pulls kill more. And they hold the
You
same.
kill Typhus, the Possessed,
And then they're going.
and then Argoing.
And the.
And then 2. Yeah, so that's
So it
I'm
looks
not
like on
getting
Daniel's
kill more.
turn, he held one,
We'll tie for kill more, because I killed
kill
four.
one.
You killed 1, 2.
2, repulsor, and then 1 unit during your turn.
Okay, so we're tied.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Neither one of us score more of anything.
Nope.
Go ahead.
You got 2 headhunters.
2 headhunters.
Because look,
I'm
how
gonna
can
do
you
it.
have-
You guys keep him here.
Got him up for dev.
All right, here we go.
Yep. I hit recon.
Damn, these motherfuckers are here pausing the clock all this whole time.
Pausing the
I didn't
clock.
do it.
Red card.
Dude, you said you paused it back.
That's been
Pause the clock.
paused for like 7 minutes.
We get red cards handing out for that stuff.
Oh man.
There's nothing else left on the table except for these guys, right?
15-15, yeah, he pulled down a good amount of points there. He's got problems this turn though. This is top of the fifth.
Top of 5.
Uh,
They'll finish up this round and
CP.
call it.
What is CP? Like CP is the command points. They are what are utilized for stratagems. Each army has a specific amount of these little abilities that they can do that help to enhance armies. So, for example, with Mark's grenades, when he threw his grenades with those plague marines right here, all these little dudes down here, when they threw grenades into that tank that was there, that big black tank,
Yeah.
he used a stratagem called Blight Bombardment, which allows him to, everyone in the unit that is within 6 inches can throw a grenade. Normally, it would only be one guy that can throw a grenade, so stuff like that. They have like lots of little enhancements for units.
Yeah, not getting that 5-point turn that turn 1 was huge.
And
May cost me.
yeah, so
He has
that's what
two
CP, and the
wounds.
CP are generated
two
or
wounds.
created by the amount of detachments that you have. So if you have, I'm not going to go into all the detachments, but if you have these different detachments, they supply you with a certain amount of points. So each one of them started with a 10 or 12 points or whatever they start with, or 13, and they spend them as they go for these stratagems. And each one costs different amounts. 1 to all the way up to 3, I think, is probably the most that there is as far as one stratagem at a time. Yeah, they just boost. Yeah, they're just boosts for your guys, basically, or vehicles, or all kinds of things.
That's con.
You're good.
All right, cool.
I think I'm moving a little fast here. This guy's trapped, so
There are a couple that are 4.
I'm
Okay.
going to issue protocols.
Which one? What's 4?
Vect is 4.
Oh, Vect is 4.
Agents of Vect. I don't know of any others that are
The one
4.
over there.
Agents of Vect is 4. Agents of Vect. That is a stratagem that will let you stop somebody from doing a stratagem.
I stop it.
Huge.
Well, you have a chance, right? Because if you roll a d6, when the strategy's played, then you play Agents of Vect and counter. You roll a d6 on a 1, nothing happens.
On a
Goes up a
6,
5 or roll a 5 or a
they
6.
spend their CP
And a
still.
bite was
Correct. And on a 2 to 5, you block their stratagem, but their CP is refunded back to them.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
No.
So
Other than that,
I
though, what
will
else is?
Look it up. But
I don't
I'll
know of
go
any
through
that are
these real
4.
fast.
Yep.
Oh, maybe some of the night ones are, but I thought
No,
those
they're
were all
3.
3.
They're 3.
Yeah.
Let's do pistol here.
So you're shooting a pistol.
Okay.
Hits. Reroll ones because of themselves.
So the guys pull the forest and craters off the table just for dice rolling, ease of gameplay.
Okay.
Normally,
Do,
this and this are the forest, and then
storm, bolts of
here,
fire from there.
this would be the crater,
That guy?
and this
Okay.
would be the crater. Thanks, Brad, for putting that on there.
24, right?
So
Yeah,
you
you're
can just
good.
kind of see.
All right.
They're placeable and removable. Like, we leave it up to players whether they want to leave them for aesthetic purposes or not.
So since neither one of those
Nothing.
actually block line of sight, there's no, advantage to having them on the table. Because of
Yeah,
the
'cause I think they're
lines
all
that are
versus-
on the board, you can see whether or not, units are
in there.
touching terrain, and whether they would benefit terrain.
Can't last cannon, so I guess I have
Yes,
just
sir.
that guy left to shoot.
Okay.
Character shenanigans.
Character shenanigans.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, Mark, looks like Mark's tied it up, 15 all.
He did. He pulled it. He pulled it up, but
Alright, so I'm gonna fire.
this turn is going to be brutal, I think, for Mark.
Who's that?
I mean, for
Who is
Daniel.
that? That's the
into Mark.
Try to say it, the foul place. Huh?
Although,
You got line sight? Yeah.
if he gets too close to that Leviathan, that Demon Prince will jump over there and touch him.
And everything else into this guy.
Okay.
Is the Leviathan a character?
Oh, look at that. We got Australia in the house. Objective secure, man. That's fantastic.
Oh. He's going to order a full set of this.
4, 3 ups. Minus
Nice.
2, so 4 ups.
Nice.
Map and terrain.
Fail 1.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm gonna create it.
Thank you very much, man. It's great. We really appreciate the
Take two.
support. We hope it helps your game, makes your games a lot of fun. Being able to pick up the train and put it back is huge for the game, as far as ease of mind and arguing. Like you don't have to argue anything in that regard.
2. 3 ups.
Oh, that's cool.
4 ups.
Excellent.
Take 1.
This is post FAQ, yes.
Yes, this is Iron Hands 2.0.
Frag launcher go.
Yep.
So Daniel took a very similar version of this list this past weekend to a 40K tournament where he was
Alabama.
in Alabama, where he ran Iron Hands 1.0 and went 4-1 at a very, very close loss to a really good player.
Salt phases.
And
Chris Powell. Right?
Charger.
Chris Powell.
Dreadnought.
So,
This chaos stuff.
He got it.
who knew
He still
that
has it.
1,000 mortal wounds coming from Smite was still good?
Who knew that?
Who
This
knew?
rocket launcher is
Apparently
not-
Chris Powell. So he took best general at that
Guys, did you
event.
like any
So,
of those?
it's
What did Thomas win then?
Thomas won best overall.
Yeah.
Thomas Bird won best overall with Ultramarines.
All hit.
Ultramarines 2.0.
That's what he does, man.
3.
You can't call that guy a bandwagoner though, because he's been playing Robots since
Doesn't matter.
Robots been a thing. And
We played Ultramarines
3-inch.
in 7th.
Yep. That got you a kill.
he started playing Ultramarines when Bobby
Nice
G
that we headhunter.
was came back,
we
was
can go
resurrected.
first.
And that happened at the end of
He
7th.
can't.
Okay.
Right, because that was the Gathering Storm. And so then, hey, howdy, Kaio Nanashi, what up?
Yeah, Kyle was here last week. Man. We appreciate you coming back, bud.
Welcome back. Welcome to the call.
We can play it out. 4 hits.
You've got the A plus B team here today.
Reroll 1s. 2 wounds.
We got Daniel Hesters versus Mark Perry. For those of you that just joined us kind of late, we had an exciting announcement earlier in the stream. Mark Perry and Richard Stiegler are the
push them
first
off for
Pro
just
Tabletop
and leave these.
sponsored
This guy's
players.
gonna go here.
Obey, which is
This guy's
a
gonna go here.
organization that sponsors
Frails
pro
that have
players,
range.
have
They're
announced.
a clothing company, aren't they?
I have no idea.
It's gonna be hard to get in. Hold on.
I know they're sponsoring these guys, so I said was right. Don't interrupt me again.
Roll 1s.
I'm just saying. They're older, but they do clothing.
4 more.
So they picked these guys up, and it's huge, man. It's huge. So I had a pretty big game last Saturday. I went
+1 to wound.
against
with no
5,000
letters,
points of
0
Space Wolves with my Death Watch
Six
Dark
saves.
Angels combo.
Saves 1.
8 saves, minus 2 damage.
Tell Daniel. Oh, Daniel.
5.
Don blesses your dices 7 times, buddy. Nice.
Alright, he's dead.
Don the Magnificent.
All right, and then I'm just going to push forward.
It is currently 7:20 p.m.
Yes, Eastern Standard Time. We are streaming out of Atlanta, Georgia.
or 1920.
We are at
if you
123
prefer.
Redwood Lane in the basement of. Okay, that last part was kind of BS, but
We're gonna take our last turn, if that's okay. We got 5 minutes each.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of
Yeah.
left.
yeah, and we start streaming at 4 o'clock on.
Because
We
we're
didn't
supposed
pause it. We were supposed to be done.
We only pause it. All right.
LOL. 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. And we're going to be doing this every weekend leading up to the Pro Tabletop Open. happening December 5th. So go on over to protabletop.com to get all the details.
His turn with right at under
Garamond goes 12.
for 12 minutes.
Yep, we'll have some
Not a whole lot.
rebroadcast and things like that, but
Grab objectives
12
and
hours in
maybe kill
front,
something.
badass, dude. Good morning.
So I need to hold that no matter what.
Yeah, we are.
Good morning.
They just get 1 kill. Can't take away his shooting.
Australia is the land where Grey Knights win tournaments, and a sea of Termagants are also ranked number
By
one.
the same
And,
person.
And they happen to be played by the same guy.
and every animal on your island will
Wants to kill you. It's a death world. It is actually a death country.
It's actually a death.
Yes, and we love them. I envy them. So, because we only have
So the idea is we're
rattlesnakes
just
and
going to go in a straight
cottonmouths
line when we charge them
and
forward
possum.
first.
You can go around it.
Yeah, because I can just go in a straight line like this and engage you.
Warzone Come the Apocalypse results are already. Yeah, they are already up. They already.
Yeah, that
posted.
happened this past weekend.
Yeah, and they've already posted an ITC as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
still have
Thomas
work time
Bird
up.
actually
I just haven't
retook
done it
his
yet.
the
Just in
contested
case.
title of the number one
I still have
Third
work time,
to
but I'm
one.
doing
number
just
one
saving it
Robo
just in case.
Gilligan in the ITC.
Adeptus Astartes, right?
He was right here.
Is it?
Yeah.
They don't break it down?
Oh, the dude, sorry.
Oh,
Which
fantastic.
they didn't have all the.
That's true.
They
That's
didn't have
true.
it like that, really.
I wonder if by the time the
Okay. Gotta go there.
2020 ITC comes out that they'll break that
Double
down. That would be
spawn.
super interesting.
So
Honestly, he's just going
this
to
year for
advance.
LVO, it'll be Adeptus Astartes. You're talking about 2021.
I'm talking about for the 2020 season.
Circuit, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I'm just going to go ahead and use your dice. Warp time first. Goes off.
Congratulations, Kyle.
Yeah, man.
10 models left off a
Can
5,000
you tell me how many
point
inches
game.
I am away from the tech ring?
That's like 5,000 points, dude. That's like
9.
so many models, man.
Oh, excellent. End of the year
Well,
major in
I
Western
can still
Australia
do it.
is about
It's
4
not
weeks
my
away.
islands, it's not.
Now, when you say Western, are you talking about like Gold Coast or where at? So, one of the companies I worked with, we were going to do an event down at the
Yeah.
Gold Coast. I was so excited to go.
You gotta stay
It
right.
takes 22 hours to get there by
The
plane.
longest
Okay.
flight.
We're going to prescience them.
Is that the longest flight or is it the one that's.
Goes off,
Yeah, I
around
think
the
it's.
I
bottom.
would think New York might be longer.
Move them out of
but
range.
It was no joke.
I think one of the flights from
Just
the
ball
States
strength.
to
This dude,
Australia is like the
18.
longest flight
Yep,
in the
this back
world.
Oh
Why
yeah,
not?
oh yeah. And I would have done it in a heartbeat.
Goes off. And
That's an
blades
all-day
them.
flight.
5 goes
Next
off.
time we do the match, going against Space Wolves and bringing.
What's up? An eye range? Or you're
Madness and
way out.
Morty. Get your smite on.
All spells off.
Yeah, make sure your opponent doesn't have a Logan Grimnar though, because up here that Cornax is a real pain.
That's true. Perth,
Okay.
Western Australia.
Oh hell yeah.
Check, check.
Gold Coast is in the
They're going to
east.
throw 1
Oh
grenade
yeah,
on.
west, east.
5 shots.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think
We're here,
two,
America.
Where's the grenade guy?
We don't know
So this is just
directions.
strength 3.
So if you know anything about Alabama, which is where I grew up, you'll understand. It's like
His mom is his grandpa.
wherever the most hick place is in Australia, that's kind of where I grew up. So,
Shoot a plasma pistol onto
Through all those
this
aboriginals.
frag.
they're native Australians.
Where's this at?
Aboriginals.
Your T7.
Whatever.
So women's. Just a
Oh my
plasma
God.
pistol, that's all.
You never seen
We're going to hell.
Zoolander? It's
No.
it's a quote from Zoolander.
No,
All the aboriginals.
no.
Minus what?
-3. Just one.
No way, man. You guys have never seen Zoolander?
Yeah, you're right. Gold Coast is East Coast. Perth is West Coast.
Are you saying
I'm telling
cultural
that
or
guy.
not having seen
Oh, they're
it?
I'm
charging.
uncultured, is what he's saying. I don't argue this.
Crappy.
1 hit,
Bryce is quite cultured.
1 wound.
But only on
For
Tuesdays.
an Alabamian.
Fail it. Disgusted. Take it.
Abalamian.
Last cannons go do it.
An Alabamian.
Roll 1.
Yep.
Nothing.
We're getting a
Nice.
full breakdown of this game here.
That's right.
Keep it coming.
Io needs to come up here and do a full breakdown on the stream with us.
First model goes.
Getting kids ready for school. This is gold.
How many-
Solid gold, baby.
How many kids you got?
That's kind of a personal thing to ask.
No,
did not
that's-
charge
I mean,
This is a public forum.
now I'm going to know how many times he banged his wife.
No,
You
no,
only have sex when you're making kids.
What's the
what?
multiplication factor?
No, he's Australian. He was successful every time.
Oh my God.
100% success rate. Boom, kid. Boom, kid. Boom, kid.
Boom, boom.
That's the way I done it. I had sex twice.
He said 3.
3 times. Thank you.
Six here.
I've had sex 3 times. Congratulations, you've done it one more time than me. I'm proud of you, man.
Price is gonna die.
That's
How about this game over here? Let's go check in with our
that's
champions
fantastic.
over here.
All right, so the
Man,
two
he's getting
grades.
it in there. I'm moving to Australia if that's the way you guys do it down there.
Oh, oh my God.
Golly, that's unreal.
Not move out of 6, making sure.
That is
Hold on
unbelievable.
a second before I do that.
You know what's funny?
Alright, Damien, do your accurate measurement.
Do an accent. Do the Russian. The Russian space station.
There.
Oh, and over here you didn't base me, right?
Daniel is now moving models closer to the green models.
And then charging here.
He's charging there with
the
the
grenade.
green model and the
Got it.
black model. Duh. He touches in no spot.
He's not a character, correct?
He is
So
not.
he's gonna base him.
Okay.
He based that,
I
Leviathan.
based them, boys.
Excellent.
Let me make sure if I want to base him.
Excellent.
There's no way I can do it.
He based it.
Actually,
Excellent.
I got how many wounds
I'm gonna
left?
check some.
Bryce
math.
thinks it's
No, I can't
excellent.
do that. Cannot get 36. No way. I'm
Seeing
doing
some
that.
high-tech movement over here.
What's up?
That guy has how many wounds left?
So
Dracula the
he has five.
Shoutcaster.
earlier we were talking about how these plague
No.
marines were over here,
Now they're over there.
and
Alright,
how they're
so
all
the
the way
two
over
frames-
here. Like
How did that happen? Oh, warp time.
warp time.
So it's gonna
Where's
be
Armand?
1, 2,
Armand is right there,
2.
Keeping it safe.
being a jerk.
Where's the?
He's trying to be safe.
Is this the demon prince right there?
So this is the demon prince here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Up here,
Yep.
this
Yep.
is the
Shooting free
biological
pistol, just the
purifier.
Putrefier.
Whatever. Purifier,
Do you want
putrefier.
to say it correctly or do you not want to say it correctly? That's what it
Dracula,
comes
the
down to.
shoutcaster.
It's because I was doing Russian.
We are
Russian.
6.
Russian voice.
Oh, the worthiest adversary has joined us.
Yeah, he popped in.
Ladies and
So
gentlemen,
4s.
Last year's Warzone Atlanta winner.
best general. No, no, there are 4 equal prizes
Oh
of
my
Warzone.
gosh.
Remember?
Okay, well,
Get it
his
right.
prize was he conquered everyone.
Takes 3.
He
Okay.
had the highest battle
Then you
points.
have-
He was the
8 minus 2.
he
damage.
was
Yeah.
the war master. It's
Yeah.
the same prize that someone else won.
2 damage each.
Wait,
Taking 2.
oh my gosh.
And then 5 more.
I'm going to leave you to read Kaio's comment.
Oh, we'll read it in a second. What happened? Sorry, bro.
You took how many mortal wounds?
2 plus 2, right?
You took the 3 mortal wounds and then 2, so 5.
Conrad.
Okay. So it takes 4 more.
Oh no.
Does he have a 5?
He's abusing the.
Okay.
He just changed. He doesn't nobody's even gonna see it now. Looking forward to seeing the protein club members open.
Real ones.
So there'll be one. There'll be 3 tables streamed.
At Pro Tabletop. Yeah, three tables at Pro Tabletop. We're going to be doing some practice streaming at Warzone
Minus
Atlanta,
1 free damage.
which is going to be
Just one
November
table.
9th through the 11th.
There's not.
Is it 9th through the 11th? I don't have a calendar in front of me. Let me look.
Well, you can make it next year,
Base me there.
Don.
I don't think
So
I
don't
can
even
trap
worry
you.
about it,
Wanna
buddy.
try it out real
All right,
fast?
Kyle, I'm gonna read this big old long
8th, 9th,
thing
and
that you
10th.
put here.
Just out.
Now I have a funny match moment that happened to me about a month ago.
It doesn't really actually matter. Go there.
Now it
It
does.
does kind of matter.
Now it's good.
That is a good laugh.
Is it-
Fight over there.
Nice.
Over there. I got 4 points up there.
Baby on the way. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, man.
What?
Means he's had sex one time.
At least once.
Oh yeah, we don't know his
More.
past
It is
history.
Because I killed
arguably.
one during your turn and one during my turn.
No,
You only
that's
killed one?
a fact, actually.
No, that's a
100%
fact.
a fact.
There's a baby on the way.
That is not arguable.
No, there's nothing.
Not at all.
There's
There's nothing to argue about.
Nothing
Oh,
to-
I've only lost
deal.
1 or 2 at
It's
a time.
time.
I can't be able to. No, it's just-
Price has been married now for a little while, and
How long have I've been married since
But I killed one during
July?
your
since July. And
July
and you have
6th.
not had sex yet.
We have not had sex yet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you gotta sleep on that one. Alright. So
Go ahead and do
let's
yourself
fight.
there.
Oh, that's funny, man. I love it.
2 wounds.
Good for you, man.
Well, good.
Bang, bang.
And your turn, man.
Yeah, so we'll be streaming 3 tables though. Yeah, it'd be awesome if you could come out to one of the events one of these years, man. Next year maybe.
Yeah,
I did base you there.
so it's funny, you know, and hopefully, you know, the ICC has done wonders for
The 2 marks
expanding our
that are left
horizons,
here and
but
there.
For the
I
longest
can't
time,
remember
the Atlanta
the
40k
exact mark I
meta
know.
was,
These 2.
Yeah.
I think I've got
it was
2
its
of those
own
marks.
thing, man. It was its own animal, and you know, a lot of the gaming groups from other areas would be like, you know, can we compete in real 40K? And, you know, I think that Atlanta has some of the best 40K players in the country. And
which I can do this turn.
Strong words.
I do, and not just Atlanta, the Southeast in general. I think we bring.
That's fair.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at the guys that are on the stream right now, and look at all the other guys. You know, Lennon and Sigler and Blackham and so many people. They're just so good. So
it looks like Daniel is now trying to move over here. So he's still got this Plague Marine line going all the way across here.
yeah,
He's still tied this thing up, so it can't shoot. He's holding this objective.
I hold more.
He's holding this objective. He's holding this objective and this objective.
yeah, this could be a big turn. Looks like
So if he... Yeah, I don't... So it's going to give him hold more. I don't think he can do anything about that.
I mean, they were tied up going into this, so and then
And that put him, so now it's 17-20.
I can't tell what is going on Daniel's scorecard over there. So he killed one, he held one.
So last turn, what's his face? Mark Perry held more, killed more. And so now it's 20-17, right? Going into Daniel's
Right.
turn 6.
Do you know what? I actually don't know. What did Daniel mark for death on?
I wasn't here when they
Yeah,
did all that.
I missed that. Hey, Brad, what did Daniel mark for death on Mark's?
The Plague Marines,
Yep.
Typhus,
Yep.
the Possessed, and the Demon Prince.
Plague Marines, Typhus, the Possessed, and the Demon Prince.
He's got
So-
two more for that.
He's got two of those so
he's,
far.
He's going to deny him that one.
Right.
I don't think he can get that in it.
Now, and who's the Warlord?
Demon Prince.
So you have no
The
snipers
Demon Prince?
available.
Deny him a range.
And is this Typhus right here? Because this is
I'm
Armor.
gonna do.
This is
Armor's
Armor.
over here.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Demon Prince and Plague Marine are alive.
Yeah.
Okay. So if he
What
kills
does that
these
mean?
Plague Marines,
So
that'll
is
get
it 5 or
him.
6?
That'll get him that point.
Yeah.
Almost was a 2.
It's been a very interesting game.
So good. It does not go off. Then I'm gonna
It's amazing how far units that move 5 inches have gone in this game. They've literally started behind this wall, hung out for a couple of
So
turns,
like turn 3,
and then shot all the way down here, and now I've shot all the way over here.
warp time.
Never.
Warp time, baby. Armin
Didn't
is a
do it,
jerk.
So I'm gonna say it.
And then warp time combined with Cloud of Flies is
I
like,
guess the foot of that dreadnought is.
because I mean Daniel had to shoot the Possessed, right? Like
Right.
you have to
I'm
kill
really
those.
right-
Like they're more dangerous than Plague Marines.
So here's the-
Objective secure. Yeah, man. They're right actually underneath the Twitch stream. The link.
3d6 gaming.
And it's on 3D6 Gaming. So the gaming mat comes from
These guys
Frontline
are shooting
Gaming.
into here, okay?
The objective markers come from, and measurement tools come from 3D6 Gaming. So you can just click on the links.
Fives.
But
So free.
Tectonic Studio.
Yeah, Tectonic Studio does the terrain.
Yeah. So yeah, if you wanted to get objective secure, if you just wanted to get those objectives made, you could have them made. You could have whatever logo you wanted on there from 3d6. Like they'll put,
Pictures of your kids.
yeah, if you wanted. You want, but then you'd only have 3 objectives.
Get busy.
He's got to get busy.
Trimmer shit, or,
Got to have sex 3 more times, and then you could have a full set.
You know,
of
he could
6.
just have 2 pictures. He could have all of them on one.
That doesn't. No.
Yeah.
It's 1 kid per
Anyway.
per objective.
We digress. So back to the game.
1 kid. 1 kid per objective.
I'm going to capture the objective. Sasha.
It's only one day, but so.
I need to get this.
Okay. He's getting some.
everything from him to here, I guess.
Yep.
All right. So you guys just got me now. Unless Brad wants to step in.
What?
You want to step in while Price left? Or do you just want me to just do it?
5 ups.
Okay, I'll try. I'm really nervous though. It's just me and you guys. 34 people and me. I don't know. Odds seem in your favor. People.
Who are our other sponsors?
3 kids is enough. Who are our other sponsors? We got all the sponsors in the bottom right hand corner popping up. 3D6 Wargaming
Numbers.
is one of them.
So none.
Army Painter is another. BCP. Everybody uses that. That's another one. Blue Whale Graphic Design Studios. Frontline Gaming is another one. You guys ever heard of them? And some sort of X.
Minus ones. Pay 1.
What is
Damage
that?
1.
What is that one? What's the
I just go
swords
crazy on
cross?
finals. Should have lost like
That's
7.
Battle Axe.
No, 7.
What is that guy?
What's up?
What is that guy?
That's the grenade dude.
3
I
kids
felt
is
like
enough,
fun.
man. Well
You are
done, sir.
Save the charge.
All right. So here we go.
Yep, let's charge it up then.
All right, bro.
What are you
Here to
shooting
here,
right now?
re-rolling.
He's charging.
Oh, he's charging.
Points. Didn't you fail the veil? You rolled 5.
Yes. These guys here.
Yep.
charging in.
All right. I mean, I'm pretty sure Grey Knights can beat both of these armies and both of these players. I don't know, man. Maybe they could. Maybe they could do that. I can't speak so plainly like that, man. You said, I mean, that's like you said that. You said that so matter of fact. I can't even deal with it.
You got first activation, bro.
Mr. Don the Magnificent.
You can easily get.
All right, here we go. He's measuring to see how many swings he gets into these guys. Now, if he pulls these dudes off this objective by killing them, it's a lot of attacks. Angels of Death. 5s he's looking for because it's T5 on Plague Marines.
1.
Yeah.
Bad. Good.
You only did 1?
Yep. They're not within 4 inches, so I can't pile in there.
Crap.
I just have these 4 dudes that can swing. That's it.
That's not good.
Yeah. So 1 frail.
Technically, our time's up.
Looks like Mark's going to pull this game away, though.
Damn it.
Just barely, though.
Real ones.
Tight game all the way down, man. Tight game.
Reroll because it even plus 1 anyway. Because blade, so you got 3 minus 2 damage. 2 damage each.
2 damage each. He's rolling
Yep.
his
Next guy.
his shrugs.
And 1 more.
He's gonna do 1 more attack.
Okay. I have
So
3
he
melee
cannot pass
weapons.
his
used.
shrugs. So, because that happened, now what's going
5
on?
bonuses.
You can still use
Well,
everything.
it depends.
Because the
Like,
unit's still technically in range. It just can't
since it is the last turn,
Demon
that
Prince
Demon
roll?
Prince could come zipping up back here. Like, they could like come
I
like
like the
this and
sixes on
converge
one of
onto
those.
that Dreadnought,
Real ones.
giving him kill 1,
Demon
or
Prince.
the Demon Prince just comes over this
They
way.
have.
It's such a long way
8s.
though. I just don't know. I mean,
How much
unless
is-
Armand warp times him.
Oh, currently plus 1
Armand
moon
might
action.
warp
I gotta
time
reroll
the
the
Demon
2s.
Prince.
Because I didn't have the plus 1 strength tower. So nope. Just 6 armor saves. They're only strength 4 and actually with plus 1 more.
Oh man.
And what
Oh,
is
last
that?
time just for the what's called. This is just
Then
the
that's gonna give him
knives.
kill more, hold more. Ugh, it's no good.
So I fell
The-
1, 5 of
the-
it,
the-
or 6 of them, I mean.
The
So it
pit
takes
is
a win.
being dug,
Yep.
ladies and
So
gentlemen.
that's game.
Okay. We got it figured out, or we want to continue playing, or you just.
He didn't score over 3 points, right?
Yeah, you're gonna get hold and line breaker.
All right.
Leadership, I
Looks
can
like
on
Daniel
6 'cause
just
I took
called
sergeant, lose 1 more dude.
Mark said, "You want to keep rolling?"
Matter there.
He's like, "No, not really."
Then.
Oh, but it looks like they're gonna do it.
Yep. I'm gonna
There
run
you
over
go.
here. Honestly, I just did advance.
Oh, we keep going?
Do you want to? Because I think this turn I can get 4. That's really it. Because all I have to do is kill 1 thing.
That's what I was saying. Are we gonna keep
Yeah,
going?
we can call it. Yeah.
They're gonna call it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much. We're gonna
I don't know what
we're gonna get a we're gonna come in here
weird.
onto the
What were
ground
you
level and let you guys
that was
hear
the
from the
flame.
champs
Oh, no, no.
themselves.
That's why I like the grenade dude charging.
They're
in because
bloody,
it's not
they're
gonna-
battered, and now we're gonna hear from them as people. All right. Let me come in here. You guys want to stand in this shot for me?
No shot. Just talk.
For the people online.
No
to see,
shot. We don't even care about shots.
We don't even care about shots.
Check,
I think I can not kill the Invictus. I cannot kill that.
Good on both
I
my
can get
friends.
1 more recon because I'm just gonna snake a guy. I'll take him and run him over there.
What are you doing?
Doing things.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I'm just putting in the final scores for the people online to see.
He's just putting in his final scores. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here you guys go. We'll hear from them. They'll give you guys a final commentary on what they felt about the game. And here's Mark Perry and Daniel.
Oh God! Why are you giving me this thing?
You're gonna talk to the people.
Where did I have to talk to
We're
people?
gonna let them answer. Aren't you? Oh, we're gonna ask a couple questions in chat.
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and ask your questions. We got 3 minutes. You guys pop in questions, anything you have for these guys, and I'll let them know, and they will answer your questions for you.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Or you guys can walk over here and look yourselves.
That looks like I can read.
They're talking about you guys reading themselves out. Alright, well, always been on Warhammer.
I'm gonna take this one in if you're not going to. Ooh. Boop. Oh, give me the shitty share. Oh, go ahead. All right, guys. Questions. Valid. Mark has that. Yeah, you true. You true. Look. Somehow I got student of the year for GED in Mississippi, so I don't like that. That's not much. I got that. Got question.
Definitely more challenging than what they were. I'm trying some new stuff out. The early drink this week. Yeah, so not a super big deal, I guess. There's a lot of different changes. I know one of the better or two of the better strats got bumped up. So Iron Hands are still going to be a thing. Marines are still going to be a thing. I think Ultras and Iron Hands are going to be the top at the moment. But yeah, they're not dead by any means, but they did take a smacking.
Questions. If Daniel had to buy your other drink this week, you should totally buy him something not alcoholic. Wait. What's the week? Well, everything in my list this week, honestly, I just make it work because it's a smorgasbord of crazy shit.
So Mark's probably one of the best players out there that utilizes the manipulates the character rules. Most of his lists usually generate the character hiding and casting a lot of smite or a lot of buffs. So snipers are what's going to be awesome against his list.
Raven Guard snipers.
Yeah.
Terrify the shit. Everyone else I can bounce off because I have the 5 pain. They're not getting the +1 to wound and mortal wounds.
Correct.
But the Raven Guard just like, ugh.
So I mean, I was able to hold off a couple turns there, but I knew they were going to ultimately kind of break my line a little bit, so I was trying to spread around in that game alone. But once Warp Time's such a great power, always has been, always will be, especially when you're including Aramon in there just for that, and he has the plus and extra range. That's always a danger.
I have not actually played against the new Raven Guard stuff yet. I've only watched and planned. I have not played against the new Raven Guard stuff. One list to go off of, like style and how my list plays. The weakness really isn't so much the units because it just synergizes. It's the style, the tempo. I do not have a very fast tempo in my list. Like it's hard for me to get kill 1 turn 1.
He's a slow player.
Yeah, that's why I make sure I take really fast turn 1 lists to get the games through sometimes. But next part, I can't get kill 1 turn 1 if my opponent doesn't move forward, or if I have to take a really aggressive strategy, which my list isn't really good at. If you notice, like early game, I let him take board control until I can move myself into position, and then I jump up.
Yeah. Who's Jeff or Jiff?
Jiffo? I'm not sure.
Jiffo.
I don't know Twitch names. Jiffo, who are you? Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, we always have a great game. It was great to play Mark. It was good to test. It's always great to test out new lists against new armies against really good players because you know where they're going to stand at that point with those lists and different strats and maneuvers you're going to try.
That's your SoCal list.
I'm actually not going to SoCal unfortunately. I will be at Warzone Atlanta and Pro Tabletop. Then I'll be at LVO this year. So I've got a lot coming up, and with the family, that's kind of a stretch. But I'd love to come out there. I wish. Hey, man, you come over here. I offered you the Warzone ticket and a Pro Tabletop ticket. ...
Dun,
Got
you in the corner. What you gonna do?
You and your Iron Fist. All right, they're telling us one question each.
They're trying to control us. Get us out of here, guys. We need help.
We're in a basement.
They're looking at me funny. Crooked eyes and all, and tongues.
Hurry up, one
Don't listen to
question.
them.
They're not going to let us out of the basement until you ask. What were we up to, by the way, viewer-wise? 50? Okay. So I don't have to get naked today.
Yeah, yeah.
Only Mark, because he's cheap whore.
That's fine. Like I did strip Django the other day anyway. So.
Okay. That's I don't want to see that. I'm glad the camera's not on us. People, he's showing me his nipple. Please ask a question. Don, you don't want him naked. Will you shave Mark's back? Yeah, sure. I mean, if the money's right.
I mean, I got no problem with this. It needs to be done anyway. And objective secured, totally, man. Just like if you ever see us around, just come up and say hello. Like this is a community and like a social game. Like say hello, introduce yourself, yada yada. We all love this and we want to talk about it. We're addicts.
All right, guys. I think they're gonna try to. Now they're opening the door to let us out. So we appreciate everyone watching, from Daniel here and from the Alpha Strike and Mark from Obey Alliance.
Woo!
Make sure you go check him out once he gets his stream up. And thanks for watching, guys.
Boy.
Move that body, we like the party all over the world, we leave no club tidy. Move that body, we like the party all over the world, we leave no club tidy. Move that body, we like the party all over the world, we leave no club